I figured we could do a runner or two, maybe. Let's grab a Blizzard. Blizzard's okay. This Mosher's okay. The rest of the stuff, crap. This is all crap. Starting on September 19th, we'll have the core set, Path of Arthas, Rise of the Shadows, Madness, Forged in the Barrens, Festival of Legends, and Titans. Is that what's going to be in? It's not a big change, but the Anomalies will be kind of novel, at least for a little while, right? Alright, let's grab a Firelands. I think all of these are okay. I think I'll just take a Discovery of Magic. That card's cool. Yeah, I like Rancher. Rancher's pretty nutty. I think Anubis, that's fine too, but let's grab this thing. Bolt or Geyser? Let's take a Bolt. Love a Babbling Book. Flameward's not terrible. I think Shadow's better than Dune Sculptor. However, let's take Dune Sculptor. He's going to be gone soon. Stands of a Sculpty. I have two nice spider bros in my alcove outside that I leave alone. They're not welcome in my bedroom. How many spiders are we talking? Do you see like a ton of spiders? Do you see the Anomalies list? Some of them are really going to shake up Standard. Yeah, I did. I was thinking about it. I was wondering if it's better to build a deck that can kind of thrive or like not be as affected by as many of them, or if it's better to build like decks that might lean into some of them harder. I guess for Standard, it probably matters more. For Arena, you're just going to build kind of similar decks all the time, and like certain, it's going to be more, I think, of a crapshoot which ones benefit you, depending on like what you were offered. Wondering if there's going to be a strategy to like constructing decks that take advantage of some anomalies more than others. People are just going to play like the decks they've already been playing, and the matchups are just going to be like slightly changed. Arena doesn't have the same sort of combos available, no, but I think all of them will have an effect on an Arena game. You know what I mean? Whereas like some of them will be like really polarizing in Standard. Like in Arena, almost all of them are going to be kind of like, I feel like, pretty even and like not necessarily that game breaking. I feel like they fit better in Arena than Standard personally, where like an anomaly might ruin your strategy, whereas in Arena it's just like it's probably going to be like a slight hindrance or a slight benefit for both players, and it'll like kind of scale a little too. So it's like for one deck it might be like a 6 out of 10 good, and the other deck it might only be a 5 out of 10. But I don't think it'll be a lot of like 1 and 10, 0 for one deck and a 10 for another. I want to draw secrets. I want to draft the Say What's Up Baseman. You're wearing pants? I'm still in shorts mode. It has been cooling down at night, but I still kind of, I don't know, I just kind of get hot while I'm streaming. It's like 61 out right now. Shooting Star, Candle Taker. You know what? Let's just take a Shooting Star. It's kind of cool. I think I'm going to take the Gorilla Bot. I don't have any mechs right now, but we could get some mechs. I'll take a Soloist, which does get a little better with Shooting Star. Want a couple of secrets here. I think Fire Sale's okay. Doing a fast review of the neutrals, so I know what to look forward to. Yeah. Yeah, we should look at only the neutrals from the old sets. It did the anomaly nonsense about 6 months before ceasing all development on Heroes of the Storm. Yeah, is that right? Yeah, I wonder. It does kind of feel like Hearthstone may be ramping down. It feels like kind of like a poor man's answer to locations in Snap. It kind of feels like Snap sort of mechanic, where there's like little changes every game, but the game is still played the same. But With like draw 2 cards, like okay. I don't know. A lot of them, like with a lot of things in Hearthstone lately, they don't feel that inspired, you know. Oh, Candle Raiser. Oh my god, I never get this card. All right, let's take it. I need a man, that kind of makes me want to take the other Blizzard, but I think we want the Chillimatic actually. We need 2s. We have Gorilla Bot. Yeah. BlizzCon's in November, so Hearthstone 2. I mean, that would be a dream. This is a nightmare. I guess we take Photographer Fizzle, which if you hit the spell can be very good, but I guess we take this too. Yeah, happy to take a Deep Freeze. Wanted at least one more big spell for our keyboard. Well, 2 big spells is fine. Arcanologist I would love, but we still don't have a secret, and I want a secret real bad. I think I'm actually just going to take the Necrolite, because we already have a Singer with no secrets to pull. Wow, these are not very good. Hey everyone, hi Red, what's up, Elf Catcher? Hearthstone Mobile uses Unity, so it might go bankrupt. That wouldn't be good. What am I supposed to do here? I guess take Coligarn? Man, now I have 4 8-drops. I don't want Sif, do I? I have Arcane, Arcane, Fire, Frost. This card's just so bad. Add 2 something something to your opponent, death rattle summon them for yourself. Ugh, I'm just gonna take Coligarn. I don't know what to do here. I don't want Coligarn. Trade him for a secret. Oh, Synthesize is great. Okay, 1 secret, please. I beg of you. I keep seeing these 3 mana shitty spells. I'm like, oh, it's a secret. All right, 1 secret. That's all I ask. Oh my god. Rewarded. 4-drop tempo? I hate that card. A 4 mana 4/4 that adds 2 cards to your opponent's hand. It's like, yeah, if they don't play them or whatever, you can get the 3/3s. That's great, but man, that's like, I don't know, man. That card doesn't seem very good. You like Posic? I mean, it just feels like it's not even... It used to be semi-well statted, and they nerfed it for Constructed. So now I'm getting a below-average 4-drop that adds 2 cards to my opponent's hand. And if things go perfectly for me, like, I can get 2 3/3s. I just don't get it. What do you think about the deck? I think this is better than the typical mage decks we get, primarily because we have a keyboard and a Synthesize. We can generate some random stuff. We have 2 legendaries. They're not particularly strong legendaries, but we do have 2 of them. All right, let's get a bet going. People love betting. What the hell? Will we defeat the Parade Master? That was fun yesterday. What is can you explain the Unity stuff? Unity is a developer or something, or everybody uses everybody uses Unity or what? Do I want to keep that? What game other than Hearthstone and Genshin would you like to play on a desert island? Magic the Gathering. I've always enjoyed Magic the Gathering. Monster Train rules. Okay. B-Clan Man. What's up, B-Clan Man? Yeah, they want pay per download. It runs Call of Duty and such games. I'd play Uno against Shreds. Well, you would never lose, though. It'd be like when the guy's in the Twilight Zone and he thinks he's in heaven because he keeps winning, but it turns out he's in hell. Plus, you'd be on the island with Dreads. It's the competition to the Unreal Engine. So, like, Blizzard doesn't have, like... I don't know. So, Unity makes things and then, like, Blizzard leases it from them or something? Boogie, good to see you. What's up, Boog? Now. Most companies are boycotting Unity. Now what's that gonna do?
Bask in my radiance.
I sincerely wish I didn't get the singular worst 4-drop. That would have been my preference.
The Titans could use some chaos.
Oops.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a
Just imagine if I had a 4-drop on the board. That would be beneficial here. That would indeed. It might make Blizzard move away from it as its engine, and thus take a more serious look at Hearthstone 2.
I know it so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know enough about Hearthstone's profitability or any long-term plans they have, but that'd be something that would be wonderful for the game, I think. It's a free-to-use game engine that you can make almost any kind of game with, so everybody that used it to make games will now be charged for every single download of a game that used their engine. Hey, look, that card that lost me the game is back, so it can lose me the game a second time. Neato. I guess I'm doing this, huh? Big names used it, and now it's like, why? Unity is... Already read that. Genshin used it. Oh no. So all the barcode downloads will cost them. Oh. That's coming next turn. It's not even worth it to cast it because I miss out on a ping. One of the most profitable downloaded games in the world uses it, Genshin. So what does Genshin and Blizzard, like, what can they do about it now that they already use it?
Welcome.
They'd have to make their own, like, they'd have to use a different engine to make a new game. Here's some money. Hey, thanks, Beatbox. Hey, I appreciate it. Money's great. Use a different engine moving forward. But does that change anything from, like, our user experience?
My heart is pumping.
It's a bit of a hassle changing the engine. It might, depending on the engine. And when is that set to go into effect? Like in a week or in like a year? Or Blizzard probably has a licensing agreement with Unity from way back that completely circumvents the pay for download stuff. So how would something like Unity, how would they make money before this? They just put out like the greatest software and everybody uses it, but they don't make any money? How did they make money before? January 1st, 2024, but it's retroactive to from now until then, or from Hearthstone's creation? Game companies paid them a one-time license fee. We'll have to see how it plays out. They have big names like EA and Call of Duty. Well, keep me abreast. I have a reverberate. Be nice, strong. Three, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Unity is a short-term cash grab. Long-term, the company is fucked. But what about all the companies the game companies that are already reliant on it? You like somebody selling hammers for years and then deciding that anybody who uses a hammer needs to pay each time they hit something with it. Gotcha.
Here for a good time.
And is Unity like a singular person, like venture, or is there like 100 people work on it, or? Hey, that card I needed last turn.
Bask in my radiance.
This may just be my best song yet.
Take a blizzard. Those aren't the best. One of the biggest companies like Unreal Engine. It's 7,000 people. No more review bombing if you want. Cost companies money, just download the game repeatedly. Guy has double coiling paying Argus, the Emerald Star. It's almost like this isn't a legitimate deck. At 0 and 0.
Can you feel the gift of the sun?
I don't get how their board decided to let this go through. Maybe they just wanted money. People love money. Am I pinging that? I don't really know what I'm doing here.
Out of your depths.
How is it even possible?
Good evening, Mr. Redbeard. What's up, Exhibit? If a game is pirated, they still charge the install. Screws indies, they need to pay per install. And is there any chance that they go back on this? Or somebody else is just going to make their own engine that's better? Good evening, Mr. Redbeard. What's up, Exhibit?
Enjoy your final moments.
You know what? Maybe I should have done that.
They need our care. Now more than ever.
Maybe. They reneged on the install thing, but it's all still in motion for them changing stuff. Each engine is made for a genre. Unity is shooters and mobiles. Oh, okay. So does Hearthstone PC use Unity? Does Marvel Snap use Unity? And how much are they charging per download? Like a penny? Or like a fraction of a penny? Or like $1?
My new recipe.
20 cents. Think Unreal is Hearthstone?
Magical might in the spotlight.
My new recipe.
Well, I'd heard rumblings about this. I didn't realize it was such a big deal.
Fell and nether.
Fresh fell steel, hot out of the kiln.
This has to be a barcode? I'd imagine so, yeah.
You win this.
There are very few legitimate decks or players left in Arena, at least. I think I saw a thing showing Hearthstone as using Unity somewhere. Redbeard, my team is playing one of the best teams in Europe later. Should be a good game. Hey, good luck. Hopefully your team wins. I've seen the new Pokemon 151 English set. It looks like a good one to collect. Yeah. Yeah, I heard it's got pretty rough pull rates. Those are the initial indications from streamers who are opening up like, you know, 10 or so ETBs, getting like 3 hits per ETB. I mean, obviously it's not a guarantee or anything, but people opening up like 100 packs and maybe getting like 1 secret illustration rare, the Alakazam or the Charizard or those type of cards. It looks cool. I'm gonna get some if I can get it. It comes out Friday, so if it's at the store, I'll pick up some. If we're really like never pulling anything, then I'll probably just try to get like all the art rares and all the special illustration rares as singles, probably like a month or 2 down the line. But it'll be fun to open some for sure. A Pokemon set with only the original 151 in it, and they look beautiful. Too bad you can't queue up against me and my sorry decks. Yeah, imagine if we could all queue up our regular decks against each other and play like fair games. Remember when that used to be a thing in Arena in Hearthstone? Just pre-ordered a bunch from Amazon. Hey, cool, man. I like to go to the store even though it's a little more expensive. I don't know if it's because I'm lazy or if it's because I'm not lazy, but I like to ride my bike down there and check. It's a lot less bad. When you're getting a 4/4 as well. I don't play the free arena tickets anymore. I just instant retire for the pack. That's smart. Save yourself the headache. Am I going to ping this? Want the 8? Not really. I think I'll just take a Fireball. I might play a Fireball next turn. I definitely want the Vast Wisdom. I'm gonna kill this. Feels bad throwing 3 damage when I only need 1 and I have a Shooting Star and a Ping for my hero power, but what are you gonna do? Flute Song. I'm down for whatever Bert has in store for us.
We're not done with you.
Bert's getting fucked up over here. What do I do here? This would be cool. Here's a nice piece of shit. I don't know. It's a lot of damage. Partial walkback from Unity. Unity has apologized for its install fee policy and says it will be making changes to it. We have heard you. We apologize for the confusion and the angst and the runtime fee policy we announced. We are listening to our team members, community, customers, and partners. Will be making changes to the policy. We will share an update in a couple of something. Everybody always hears you after they make a big mistake. You ever notice that? After somebody fucks up, then they're very willing to listen to you. Not before. I feel like I'm in like the Blade movie or something. Plus you're Elon and you own $43 billion steaming pile of donkey shit and you call it X. There you go, Bert. That was okay. I give it like a 5 out of 10. 4 out of 10 maybe. Check this out though. Tell me what you think about this. I'm getting Tron vibes. Tron. You know, I never saw Tron. Honestly, they apologized, so I think it's all okay now. Is this running on Unity? Because, let's get a better game engine. Whatever Hearthstone uses, let's improve. Let's improve this. Also, I can't see anything. What the hell? You're sending me back in time to the land of the snakes. Oh my god, I'm in the land of the wolves. What's the point of any of this, year of anything? Get me out of here, dude. Still a big fan of Felix Baumgartner, Boards of Canada. Davion Cowboy. Are these football players? Are these football players?
Jaina versus Valera.
Watch your
Wait, we've had pretty much the same starting hand. It's a good starting hand. All 3 games. Let's get to... Sorry, something grown out of the back of my head. Pimplish in nature. Oh, wonderful. Lost the 1 in 26. Spectacular. Spectacular. Certainly what I wanted there. How the past days been going? We've been getting a lot of 12s. With back-to-back 12. We were on a streak of 3 12-win Death Knights in a row. It's like all the mages and all the TKs do well, and everything else kind of struggles. I'm excited for changes. Oh, I have to reload deck tracker. I'm excited for some changes. Like I was saying earlier, I think we'll I cannot see Hearthstone for some reason. Okay, now I can see Hearthstone. I don't know what's happening over here. I hope I get to take my turn.
spell. I want to cast a spell.
Time runs out on me.
Red didn't pay his Unity fee. I tried to open Hearthstone deck tracker and let's try this again and see. Hey, Dreads with the raid. Disrespected the year of the wolf. I disrespected the year of the wolf? Yeah, I think you're right about that. TFT God coming through. TFT God? Oh, that screws me. Well, that's not great.
Spells are fun. So fun.
How do I kill that? I get a deadly shot? Can I have a deadly shot?
So fun.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Fear this card. Who did you bring along, Dreads? I got him because it's not him, right? PJ, how'd I do against the monster yesterday in Lies of P?
Boosting beatings per minute.
Face, 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 face. God damn it. Oh my god, that's such a fucking crock of shit.
Welcome to
God.
Joseph in the Night.
God help us. I want
Faccina
this.
sorridente.
Let's take that out.
You will not come closer.
Oh my god, just leave the 3-2 alive. I have a good turn. Lieutenant Long Schlong, thank you for the 8 months, Long Schlong. That's a long time. Got to D3 and I'm tired. There was a lot of TFT. Yeah,
I only make hits.
it's too bad. Oh, he keeps destroying all my stuff really easily. Without consequence. Kind of screwed, I guess.
Love my new recipe.
Wish I could freeze his guy right now. Stick to turn-based games, Redbeard. I thought I was making good progress. Chat said I did really well. They said they were really proud of me. So he played a 1 mana 16/14 with Rush. We didn't. You weren't here, Chuckles. Divine Shield and Taunt. Alright, I need a Blizzard. They didn't give me a Blizzard. If I do this, I can still cast a Blizzard. This doesn't help me. Oh, or does it? Or does it? Just hit it. Never in doubt. You know, if I'm being completely honest, I was a little in doubt. A bit of doubt there.
Let's put on a great show.
Thanks, Dreads, for the raid. I hope you had a good time. I know you didn't do much arena, so the stream was probably fun. Okay, I need to kill that. Arcanus, defend us. I mean, I could trade, but kind of need to kill him if possible.
Nobody loots these ruins but me.
Kills one. What does this card do?
Hey, I got you, friend.
2 health. Corrupted. Oh, that's a weapon. I can do these 3. Is that keep me alive. Trade there, hit there. Maybe. Push 8, 12. Have you ever gone 0-3 in arena? No. No. Yeah, hit it. Shooting star. Now there's a card that doesn't help me much. I want to get divine shield. Hit, hit. Hit. Problem is, like, I don't actually put minions down here. I guess I could play like this and ping. And then I have an extra minion on board. That's not really that much better, I don't think.
Come on stage.
Roxamos, thank you for the raid. Thank you. Hope you had a good stream. He's never gone 0-3. He's never misplayed, and he's never had bad manners. An incredible run thus far. To be fair, we've only been streaming for 7 years. Oh, I'm always dead. I guess this was still probably the best play we could make. Oh, maybe not. Maybe you have to look for, I don't know, Ice Barrier. Then you don't have the Divine Shields. I was playing a random deck in Twist. Oh, fun. What's the Twist meta like? Is it mostly Jade Druid, Jade Rogue? Maybe it only lost to cheaters. True. Only lost to cheaters. No Jades? Jades are out? I thought Jades were like the best thing. Or maybe it's
You asked for
isn't there like some discard decks too, maybe? Maybe I don't really know. I only watched for like a day when Twist first came out, but I thought it was cool. It felt kind of like the sort of thing that you would want to have for like a day or two. Maybe a week, like in like say like a tavern brawl or something. This is the 0-3 police, and I can confirm that Redbeard's never gone 0-3. That's the important thing. I'm not high rank. Okay. I feel like a lot of times games are probably just more enjoyable if you're not so concerned with your rank and whatnot.
That feels good.
I play a fun deck with cards that only do random effects in Twist. Cool. Can you share the list? I'd like to look at it.
They need our care. Now
If
more
you
than
would
ever.
be so kind and standard to try. Okay. Yeah, it's nice to have a mode you can just kind of mess around in a little. Well, that's unfortunate. The 3 mana 6/6 he got and the 4 mana 3/1 I got don't feel equivalently powerful.
It is your time.
Do you think Arena Dev leadership plays Arena? I don't think there is Arena Dev leadership. Matt left the company, and I don't think he played much. I think Cora plays a little. I think he played a little.
This may just be my best song yet.
That's incredible.
Dude, you can really shut up.
It is your time. It is your time.
He's still at Blizzard? Yeah. Sorry, did I say company? Yeah, he went to work on like a different game for Blizzard. I think it's a new survival game or something.
You gotta let the music do the magic.
I want a Blizzard now, though. Could kill that, I guess. But if you're not working on Hearthstone, does it even really count as having a job? Redbeard went 14-0 in Arena, and all other stats are moot. True. Weirdly, Redbeard went 0-4 once, but we never talk about it. Never 0-3, but I have gone 0-4 once. I've been having fun in Twist with Reno Dragon's Priest. Cool. Reno Dragon's Priest sounds like a real and fun thing. Speaking of real and fun, I could flip his guy and then skip the rest of my turn. If I want to give him an extra card, sure, he can have one card. I'm about to get 100 cards. Tell me why I shouldn't buy a card game shop. I can't imagine they're super profitable. You could probably just make more money selling the stuff from your house and then just shipping it out of your house, right? Like online. Not pay rent. But if you have money to burn and you wanted to like put on events and stuff, that'd be a cool thing. I mean, I like card shops. I wouldn't own one myself, but I do like visiting them. Problem is, like, card shops, to be profitable, you have to charge more than people, like, you have to charge more than Target and Walmart and GameStop. And they already charge more than people who sell on, like, you know, online. For Twitch chat. I have attack. Hopefully I didn't break my weapon. Don't thank me, your guy's about to die. All the hot babes can come play cards. They do that. What's up, Portgaz? They've been known to do that. His. Nice. No! Does that stop me from getting an 8-8? Oh, fuck me. If that hits the rag, it's fine. Okay. Well, it's not fine. Oh my god. Why? Wait, why did that do 2? Wait, I can't kill that?
Time runs out on me.
Why did that not combo? Oh, fuck me, dude.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
I don't know, am I supposed to just not swing into it? Make it a 2-8 and face it? Yeah, maybe that was better. What if it just hits my, oh, but it won't because he'll swing. You know what would have been great is if my puzzle box didn't improve his board and not summon an 8-8. Why is Battling Book a 1-2? They buffed all the 1-mana 1-1 Swashbuckler, Psychic Conjurer, Battling Book. Have a topless female staff and it'll be constantly full of basement dwellers and neckbeards. Easy money. Well, those people don't have any money. Speaking as somebody with a beard on his neck and lives in a basement, a dank pit. I don't have enough mana. Only have 5 mana available to me? Is this some kind of sick joke?
The elements will destroy you.
You're not ready for this.
Wolves? I don't really like wolves. How much am I overloaded this turn? 0? Okay, 1 mana 5/5. And I can play this and this to get to that. I also chop into that. Do I want to do that? you go down to 4, you die to things like Fire Ellie and stuff. How is the beard on your neck going? It's pretty good. This is a great deck with terrible luck. Early bet for 12 though. This deck, we already faced one of our 2 losses against a purchased account with a double Coil Fang Titan Demon Hunter, so I mean I don't really care. The game sucks, right? I mean, we already know that. Hey Redbeard, what's up, Alex? What is up? Purchased account, yeah, check with the exclamation mark purchased. You can see the delightful circumstances we get to participate with night in and night out. Can I sell my account? Probably you could. Okay, so Kolagarn. I could chop it. Kolagarn that. Trade there. Freeze there. Could just throw that in. Freeze. It doesn't kill me still. I just don't want to take the damage because I feel like I'll just die. Or I could die. How do you... I know if I'm a purchase account, are all your cards premium and you suck at the game but you still beat everybody really easily? Because it may be. Wait. It's there. I'm leaving that up.
Firmly grasp it!
The only criteria I fit in that you named was sucking at the game. Then there's a chance. Then there's a chance for you. Not poison? Okay, you got poison. That's unfortunate. One of the 4 cards did something there. One of the 4 options. Okay, just needs to hit my 610, no biggie. 6, we actually have lethal if we're not dead here. Should I log into Hearthstone and snipe Redbeard like the good old days? Yeah, no, probably not. I don't think that would be great.
Firmly grasp it!
Thank you. I'm ready.
No, I don't think you need to do that. You know who loves getting sniped, those Reds? Dreads is the one. I think I should. That guy is so mad. Well played. I think we took that turn. We should have flipped it and used the poison. So we ended up taking 8 more than we needed. Although we ended up developing some other stuff a little more substantial than a 2/2. But I think that was the right play. Now, if we hadn't gotten colossally screwed by an 8 mana puzzle box, you know, that's a different story. But what server? I'm on the South Sugan server right now.
You asked for it.
So please, bring on the snipes. Talking about Dreads, the world's number 1 TFT streamer. Hey, he seems to be climbing, and he's not, like, getting relegated in the tournament. I don't really know how to play TFT, so I can't ever tell what's going on. But he hasn't been knocked out yet, and he definitely doesn't play that much, you know, so that's kind of cool. As much as we kind of bag on Dreads, yeah, that's pretty good. My world's number 1, he means his household's number 1. I don't know, I think Quinn's gonna overtake him soon. Did Dreads quit Hearthstone? I think so. think he's still doing like 10 hours of Hearthstone a week. It's not a lot, but does seem like the smart play. Judge quit. Arena. Dreads quit Arena. Okay, maybe Dreads didn't quit Arena. Dreads quit Hearthstone Arena to become a mercenaries main. Who allowed Dreads to play in a tournament? I'm not sure how that works, if you got invited or if you got that's a good flip. If you had to sign up for it, I don't really know. How much? I don't really know. It's worth anything.
You love my new recipe.
It's gonna hit our guy and heal his guy. So let's just kill this thing. I've enjoyed not playing Hearthstone for the past couple of months. I played since beta and I just don't like it anymore, and Magic is more fun. Yeah, I like Magic a lot. I think Magic's cool. Good part of the game, not just the bump. 4-1. Not quite enough. I get a 6-6 this way. Maybe, no, I guess next turn I won't be able to do this either because I have the 6-6 now. Wilds of Eldraine is super fun to draft. Yeah, I like Wilds of Eldraine, it was cool. Adventures is always a cool mechanic. The adventure mechanic is cool. I thought it's kind of like the adventure mechanic and the, what was the one from, not Scholomance, but Scholomance?
Don't rush me.
The one like the lessons? I thought those were really cool. Adventures are 2-for-1s all day. Yeah, but they're not like so egregiously overpowered or anything, you know? A lot of them are like slightly understated minion and a slightly, you know, overcosted spell or under effect. And as a result, you just get like an interesting card, as opposed to what Hearthstone's sort of going for more lately, where it's like, here's a card that destroys the entire board and summons a board, and every card does that. Strixhaven, yeah, I like Strixhaven Limited a lot. Pretty sure Dredd slept with Box for him to get invited. I don't know who Box is.
Jaina versus Uther.
If you apply and you didn't have over 500 viewers, you get in.
You asked for it.
Do they do a lot of those tournaments? I'd never heard of it, but I really wouldn't I don't keep up on anything TFT related unless, you know, Dreads or Twitch chat's talking about it. Not the Lord of the Rings set. I didn't play it all, but I opened a little bit of that. Okay, yeah, I really didn't open that much Lord of the Rings. We probably did like 8 collector's packs, maybe? Maybe 8? Let's go with 8.
Hello.
Well met, reporting for duty.
Well met. Or are we gonna get clobbered this turn?
They need our care.
I sure hope not.
Now more than ever.
I just opened Elvish Soul Ring, and that was cool. Those are cool. Remember I opened a serially numbered Dwarven Soul Ring? That was, I thought, particularly fair and cool.
Reporting for duty.
Watch this. There are serially numbered cards in the Lord of the Rings pack command. Boom, coming up right here.
Inside voices, please.
Which one did he silence? The 2-4? Very interesting.
The dark deed to defy death.
Say cheese.
I'm gonna get consecrated if I do that, huh? What's he gonna do? Consecrate me? I doubt it. I doubt that. You open a Dwarven Ring? Yeah, serially numbered Dwarven Ring. Pretty neat.
Rot into my core.
gonna use this to cycle for a spell.
Hands off the feathers.
Nice, dude. You don't want to sell it? I mean, I don't have a need to sell it. It's like a couple thousand. Yeah, it's like a 1.5 or 2,000. Do you still have it? I do, yeah. Oops. I don't know what the command is. We opened it live on stream. Librum. I got excited because Poet was here. I wanted him to feel bad.
I'm ready to be just like you.
I got some pocket of sand. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I thought it was pretty neat. So I can buy like another $1,000 worth of magic cards and Pokemon cards and still be ahead, right? It's okay if I do that now? But then I'd have to sell it. I don't want to. I got an unserialized soul ring. Those are still a couple $100, right? You have to sell it first and then buy the packs? Can't we just play more Lies of P? I mean, it didn't pay us $1,000, but we actually got paid for it. You know, we had 52%. I think if you're under 50, you don't get a payout, right? Isn't that how it works? It depends. I think if I'm under 50, I don't think I get payment.
Do Re Murgle.
Teach me.
Here's the clip. Thank you. Some of mine go to 30, do they? Let me look. Oh, maybe it is. Oh yeah, I guess maybe like 38% maybe? Maybe you can still get paid. Killed with his own dragon. Really glad the deck didn't end up going 1 and 3, which we were right on the precipice of. We won a 50-50 to not go 1 and 3. And then now we're 4 and 2. The deck is obviously better than 1 and 3. It's obviously, to me, better than 4 and 2, but sometimes you just get rotten luck. I guess mine is a Dwarven ring. Oh, okay. I got the same one, not serialized. Oh, okay. Yeah, the Elven rings are I think more sought after, at least in the serially number. There's only 300 of them. I wish I had sounded cooler during this clip. I wish I was playing Lord of the Rings music. I wish it was saved. I think Elven Serial goes for like 13. I think it's probably less than that, but I think they were like 8 or 10. I think when they first came out, they were like 10 to 12. I think they've gone down a little bit, but now like there's so few of them. I was looking just for like comps, like there's like none that sell because there's so few. So it's kind of like, I think over time they'll probably go up in value because there just won't be very many out there. Adcom Poet 1. Hey, thank you. eBay.com. Let's throw this out.
The spell. I want to cast the spell.
Yeah, this is a 9 Elven Soul Ring. Is buy it now at 7,500. So
I wonder.
Spells are fun. So fun.
Let's see what one's actually sold for, if any sold recently. A human one went for less than 1,500.
Can I get a Murgle?
Human one went for 1,439. Oh wow, a dwarven one went for 2,100. A PSA 9 went for 2,500. This one went for 21, so it looks like they're about 2175, somewhere between like 2 and 2.2 probably for the dwarven. This elf one went for 5,500. This one went for 6,000. This dwarven went for 1920.
Spells are fun. So fun.
Should get yours graded? Yeah, probably. But if it doesn't grade a 10, it's probably not worth it. It looks like the 9s and the raw go for about the same. And if it grades an 8, it's probably worth less than it is raw, which is crazy. How much do they charge? They charge based off of the expected value of the card. So if you got a $2,000 card graded, it would probably cost you a couple $100. So it's, in a lot of ways, it's not worth it. I don't really want any of this stuff. Not gonna have any minions. Alright, I'm just gonna cast it.
Spells are fun. So fun.
Cycle through our deck, I guess. 10%, that's so much. Yeah, it's very expensive. That was 50 a card. No, not for high-end stuff. It's more. And you can get cheaper stuff graded in bulk. So like you can get it for way less than 50 a card if you just send like 20 like bulk items. But I think there's like an expected monetary limit, or like, you know, a market value limit. And if you go over it, then they charge you. Like if you miscalculated, then you get like a bill before you get your cards back. I think, at least with PSA, and I think BGS too. At least PSA. What about the dude who got the one ring graded? What do you think they charged him? That's a good question. I bet they did it for free, actually, because it's a lot of free publicity for them to have like one of the most iconic cards in their case for in perpetuity. You know what I mean? I think. Are you gonna continue Lies of P today? No. No.
You love my new recipe.
Flip it and trade the 4-5. I guess that's fine, huh? I was gonna trade there and just sit, but I don't think Red will ever open that game again. I thought it was fun. You know, those type of games are very boring to me. I'd have to practice it or whatever to get good at it, I'm sure. It was cool. Grading is a scam? And in some ways, yes. In some ways, no. I mean, it's just another level of collecting that people can kind of do. It's good to protect your cards. Like, the cases are good protection. Some of the companies offer, like, UV resistant casing and stuff. So that's kind of cool, too.
You will not come closer.
But like, you know, if you have a $100 card that's raw, and in a PSA 10 it's $1,000, and in a PSA 9 it's $200, and you pay $50 to grade it, or $100 to grade it, or whatever, like you're increasing the value of your card in a lot of ways. I guess the scam is that like other people are getting scammed, if you want to make that argument. Like I think that's kind of true to an extent. Like modern stuff, like when we were kids, nobody graded anything, nobody kept anything, and that's why like those cards have a lot of value still, and that's why like the graded ones are so rare. There's only like 10 PSA 10 first edition Charizards, but there's like 10,000, you know, Umbreons or Giratinas or whatever from the modern sets. And then I do think there are a lot of like pop-up grading companies that are like 100% a scam. They've just been created in the last 6 months just to take your money and put your thing in a flimsy plastic case or whatever, and it doesn't actually even increase the card's value. And then like, you know, a lot of them, it's like the card looks like crap and they give it like a perfect score or whatever, so that keeps people buying them. Video game grading is a scam. Yeah, I don't know enough about that stuff to like know about the scammage, but definitely seems like something like that could easily. I mean, like, yeah, at the end of the day, you're just like, oh, I'm a professional, I'm an expert. Like, are you? Like, I don't know. Is it in your best interest to give me a bunch of good scores so I can pay you more money? Or is it in your best interest to give a bunch of low scores so that, like, the ones that you do grade are that much more sought after? So, a scam potential. I'm gonna do it like this. This way I keep it, right? When I was a kid, we had to walk uphill to school both ways. It was mostly flat where I lived to school, but we did walk to school in elementary school. Max declared value for bulk PSA is $199. They'll upcharge you if the card is a lot more than that. Like for an individual card or for the totality of the bulk order?
Streets are not safe.
So I can ping it and I can freeze it. Or I can ping it and I can attack it, and then I can attack it again and I can push another 10. Why is he at 33? Haven't I been hitting him? I just looked at back and... Alright, I'm just gonna do this. Individual card. Really? It's that expensive? Then you're still paying bulk rates? It's pretty good. I've never sent anything in. I'm kind of apprehensive. And then you hear people always are like, oh yeah, I sent it and it's been 6 months or whatever. It's like, oh, it's a long time. AI and a good camera could do it at scale and drop the value of the cards overnight just because so many cards would surface. There's a company that's actually uses, I don't know how valid it is, but a new company that did pop up that seems to run AI programs to analyze cards. Seems cool, but it also might just be a gimmick. 15 per card, but the max declared value is $199. Okay. That kind of makes sense. This goes down to 4. Just gonna do this. 13 cards left. Oh, we got him back down to 30.
A willing donor. Shouted from the mountaintops.
What's a heaping pile of dog do there? Might get a secret here. After you play a secret.
You're not ready for this.
You hit him with 1 elemental, or did I miss something? I did, yeah. For bulk, you have to send a minimum of 20 cards as well.
And the cycle of life is reborn anew.
Reverb. 3, 6, 9. 18, 19. Got him. Yeah, that was a good one. That's good. That was pretty anticlimactic last turn they had. Only one day until Arena is saved. I think I might be on when Anomalies go live today. I think I'm gonna just take like a few hour break in the middle of this stream and try. We'll see. We'll see. Also, yeah, I don't think Arena will be saved. 1-1s will give some freshness. What's the time? I believe 9 a.m., I think. Might be on a little early, but not 10 a.m. early. Does it start at 9 or 10? I never remember. If it's 10, I don't know if I want to... I might like take a nap or something. You're adding anomalies to Arena? Yeah. Yeah, they are. Do I want that? Maybe. Nappers? Yeah, I might. Maybe throw on a Redbeard YouTube video and take a nap. What's happening at that time? The mini set comes out, and then a... there's new anomalies, so like little like game-altering little effects. You know, at the start of the game, you know, reduce the cost of cards in people's opening hands. I want to try this. Buy one. You know, at the start of the game, each player gets an upgraded hero power. Stuff like that, little tiny tweaks. Somebody was saying right before they stopped developing for Heroes of the Storm, they put out a bunch of anomalies. So hopefully Hearthstone's not dying completely. What's up, Savantius? Good hit. With this draw, I don't really have a choice. Quinn demands Dread's school send-off. He does.
With a cherry on top.
With the cherry on top. If he's not double trading... Wow, he's leaving this up. Well, okay. Hopefully we're not getting bloodlust in here. Let's add them, but was quickly taken out as they were trash. Yeah, I'm not 100% convinced they're going to be bad in Hearthstone, or particularly Arena. I feel like they're more suited for Arena and Battlegrounds than for Standard, but we'll have to kind of see how often you're seeing certain ones, how certain things feel. Arena's biggest problem isn't like a lack of anomalies or an introduction of anomalies. Arena's biggest problem is all these purchased accounts. They need to restructure the way that you play Arena.
They need our care now more than ever.
Like, you know, Bill was saying, like an Arena pass, a more expensive option, like a Runestone only Arena, a free-to-play Arena, some way to like dissuade people just being like so incentivized to just retire repeatedly. Like that's like just a better thing to do. And I have to deal with it. It's like I can't ping if I play this. can shoot it and pray. Like I roll a better 6 than he rolls 8.
What to do? What to do?
I could trade and reverb it and ping it and just pray he rolls like a 4-6. Could look for a polymorph. It's gonna be good content? I think so. I think that the days of Hearthstone like being a viable like competitive venture have long since gone. So if they lean into more of like a shit show kind of experience, then so be it. Subscription arena, retire cooldown. I like that. Or like someone was saying, like if you retire a bunch, you just play against other people who have retired a bunch. So that all of those people re-rolling for like the god decks and not playing any of the decks only play each other, which would be fine. If you wanted to do it, then you could. All your decks would be awesome. Everybody else could play like a variety of decks and not feel so cheated all the time. Yeah, a nice thing. Can we say that we will never see arena old sets in arena again? I doubt that, considering we have our old sets right now and we're getting old sets in the next rotation. Rise of Shadows is from like 2018 or something. It said it's 5 years old. Boy, if this has to hit here, I'm pretty delighted with that. Okay, never mind. Wait a minute, why did everything seem to work out so incredibly optimal for them? I don't like that.
That's incredible.
You will not come closer.
We got preseason NHL on Saturday. I'm not big on NHL preseason. A lot of the times the guys don't play. Kind of like preseason in football, American football. I mean, I'm excited that hockey season is getting close, but preseason doesn't really do it for me. And then a lot of the time, at least with the Kings, because I'll usually follow the Kings preseason. They'll be playing a bunch of the young kids that aren't going to make it. Just get them some experience and get a look at them, and then sometimes like somebody will stick for a little while. But it doesn't like sometimes you're like, oh man, we went like 5-0 in the preseason. It's like, well, Kopitar played one game, and Doughty played 20 minutes across 3 games, and I'm hyped it's close. Yeah. That I'm 100%. I'm 100% invested in. I got perma banned this morning from where? The NHL facilities? Lions went 4-0 in the preseason and proceeded to not win a single game the following regular season. Well, yeah, I mean, it's like I can ping. I have to leave that up. Again, like nobody's playing their actual team, and you're not even playing your actual team. How's your team? The New Jersey Devils? I gotta go to a Kraken Kings game this year. Chuggy got his leg reticulated today. What does that mean? I heard somebody got season-ending injury, which you never want to hear. What is reticulated? We should meet up when they're in town. I almost went to the Dodgers, one of the Dodgers games. I almost just said fuck it, but then I didn't. I should do that more. Time for bed. Eat lots of cheese and whiskey. His leg made an L starting at the knee, which is not ideal. Okay, hold on. Like, when he's standing forward looking at you, his leg went that way? Or it went forward towards him. Don't speak of the Dodgers, I'm salty, but I don't know if you know, but we swept the Mariners. I think we got swept by the Braves, or we lost like 3-1. We lost 1-3. Uh-oh. The way your leg doesn't make an L starting at the knee, well, you can go in different directions, huh? The bad way. Was it a lowercase L? Because that'd be okay. Alright, let's take a little stroll down Death Knight Alley.
Falls over these
Have a remorseless winter? Yeah, why not? Sure. You know what? Let's take a Geomancer. It works with our card, doesn't it? We don't have a choice but to commit. We're either double red single frost or double green single frost. I think I like Army of the Dead the most here. I think I'll grab that. Ooh, Ghost Rider. Like Staff of the Primus. Wait, are we the greatest play deck of all time? Probably not. Take a Jar Dealer. I don't even want to look at those cards. Oh man, there's our Helia. Perfect. The Pittsburgh Steelers crowd gave their opponent Chug a standing ovation. He was carted off the field. Alive. Put it that way. Well, I hope he recovers. Let's take some card draw. I like Deconstructor, but I think I'll grab a Possessifier. I think Initiate is it's almost a playable card. Defrost? Yeah, sure. Picking a couple cards can be okay. Don't love this card, but I hate the other two, so. Eulogizer for our Ignis we can also find from Golden Scarab. This card's very good. This card I think is just okay. But we'll take it. This card's good too. I like Tomb Guardian. Tomb Guardian is a good 4. Okay, more trash here for us. I guess we'll take a Boner Breaker. I just like both of these. Let's take a Drake because we don't have much to do beyond 5. These are garbage. Giga garbage. Take another Remorseless. You want one of these. He tore every ligament in his knee. Ugh. Tough. I'll take more Sculptors. Obelisk. Let's try this Sunwell card over absolute garbage. Take a Glacial, and I think Armor's okay. Evil Miscreant is coming back. Yeah, I love Evil Miscreant. That card's cool. Alright, why don't we just cut the bull crap? We all know why I'm here. I need a package delivered from Mexico to the San Fernando Bay Area. $5,000 reward. Who's gonna do it? Ziff, Bill, Chuckles. Who's gonna help Wickedy out? You're gonna play the puppet game later. That was fun. I don't think so. I don't think we'll be playing it. It was fun though. We have another bounty for Dead Island 2. We still have a bounty for Fortnite Shell Ultimate Road Trips map, but I don't know what that is, so I don't really know. That one scares me. Why didn't you say I don't think so, Tim? I don't think so, Tim. Looks like it's back to jail for me.
I have been chosen by Amatis herself.
Hey, that's a good one. Okay, choose prediction outcome. Will Redbeard get 12 wins? Oops. Is that what I picked? Oh, I thought I did a regular bet. Okay, I guess we didn't get 12 wins. Alright, concocting.
Where does the magic come from?
I think I paid that out right. That wasn't what I meant to set up as a bet. Will Redbeard beat the Puppet Master? That was a good one. Alright, how many wins? Ice Spear and Togwaggle will be fun. Well, you're factoring in the possibility that you'll actually get interesting class cards. That will remain to be determined. Remain to be seen. Will we be drafting Geomancers and 2-mana 2/2s and 1-mana 1/2s, or will we be drafting actual interesting cards? I'm in the Vermont area and I don't think my butthole can handle that much. What's going in your butthole for Rickety's package? Yeah, there's probably a limit. Yeah, I don't want to deal with this. Underbelly Angler is back. Archvillain Reform is back. I love those cards. Rise of Shadows is one of my favorite sets.
Inside voices, please.
$5,000, the limit might change. I can get a lot of stuff inside of my body for $5,000. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Do I have an undead? Is this an undead? I mean, I guess I could run that in there. Play the 2/3s, I mean.
Is eternal.
If I don't get Hellia, I'm retiring from Hearthstone Arena forever. What the shit? Honestly, I'm gonna take the Buzzkill. For my last game, Hearthstone Arena forever, I'm gonna take the Buzzkill. Rise came out while I was in the hospital after my car accident and saved my boredom. And I have good memories with it. Well, that's cool. Hopefully you're excited about it coming back. Favoritism on Goro. But after that, Rise of Shadows, and then Uldoom. It was a pretty good era of Hearthstone-related stuff.
No, this may just be my best song yet.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's pretty good. I want to draw. Let's just take some draw.
No, I guess.
Reality.
It's gonna do Blizzard me? Keyboard. So it could be Fire Sale.
I have been chosen by Amatis herself.
Spell Word Jeweler is back, so you cannot be burnt down by mages with spells. Is that the 4-mana 3/6? What is that card? Now there are too many cards and too many classes. There probably are too many classes. What they should probably have done when they released Death Knight was remove certain classes. So you could have like a rotating pool of like 9 classes if you wanted. And then for like 6 months or a year, at least from standard, you could remove like whatever the 2 lowest performing or lowest played classes are. And then you could focus on developing for 9 classes with easier on the development team. Hearthstone should have been on a class rotation since launch. Hindsight is 2020. Well, hindsight's not necessarily 2020. A lot of this stuff is are things people have been talking about for a decade now. I don't think a lot of this stuff is quite it's quite easy to deduce, I think. Oh my god. Innervate Yeti or whatever. But yeah, Hearthstone could do
So where does the
300. Like, that's the beauty of a card game, is it's like it almost takes skill for them to have allowed it to get this stale. Because there's 400 things that you can do to keep it like engaging and interesting, instead of developing 0 new formats for the first like 9 years of Hearthstone, and then your only new formats being duels, mercenaries, twist, all this crap that nobody likes. You could have just had like a million things that were enjoyable. 2v2, play the Spire style mode, sealed mode, PvP drafting, singleton decks, pauper decks, anything Magic has already done for the last 30 years. If you had to get one, which would you choose, a SpongeBob or a Squidward tattoo? Oh, definitely SpongeBob. Kidding me? Red, I saw you trolling in Judge's stream, but you actually think Anomalies will be okay? I think it will make everyone want to quit. I do think they'll be okay. What was I trolling about? I don't know. We'll have to see how they play. I mean, it's not like anything that Hearthstone has had. But I think they could be interesting. I don't think that these I don't think these save Hearthstone or anything. And I don't think Hearthstone's gonna have a huge resurgence in popularity, or like start making people feel all of a sudden really good again, until I don't think just like a new set or a new card is gonna do that. I think they needed to implement a lot of these type of modes, restructure like rewards for Arena, would make the Arena players a lot happier, you know, restructure the monetization process now. If the game's less popular, maybe you need to come down on some of the costs. The game's still very expensive. I think they've done like an adequate job with enhancing cosmetics, but I actually don't think they've done a phenomenal job or anything. I think a lot of the cosmetics still kind of look subpar to Marvel Snap, right? Which, like it or not, has become pretty direct competition for them, and probably has, you know, in a lot of ways has surpassed Hearthstone. I mean, I can always forge it next turn. Better monetization, better rewards. I think you'll get high rolled by a bad deck with 1 and 2 good cards, or a Titan, and you'll have wasted 150 gold. Yeah, so I don't think that's a problem with the Anomalies. I think that's a problem with the purchased accounts, the power level, and the lack of balancing of cards and classes, and the rewards in Arena. But I don't think the Anomalies are in and of themselves like huge problems. If like the anomaly was like, you know, randomize each player's starting health and one player got 30 and one player got 1, like that would not be good, right? And I don't think any of them are so dramatic that you, for all intents and purposes, won't be able to play the game. It's not like, you know, like full-on Tavern Brawl, where it's like you cast a Wild Growth that casts a puzzle box and the game ends. I don't think it'll be like that. And I was talking about it. I think the Anomalies, I think, will actually be more interesting for Arena. Because if you build like a hyper aggro deck as you're playing in Standard, as your opponent plays like a hyper control deck, and you get an anomaly that says like your cards cost less or something, like a control deck may then have the AoE it needs to clear your small minions, and then you may not even be able to compete in a matchup like that. Or if you're a hyper aggro deck and you get an upgraded hero power, maybe you're a hunter and you're dealing 3 a turn, and maybe your deck just can't compete. You're gonna get like more non-games. Most Arena decks play out like the exact same way. Like they're all constructed similarly, with a wider range of cards and a lower overall power level and a less, you know, concrete game plan. So if we both draw 2 cards here, it's like I'm not a combo deck that needs to draw cards in order to win. You know what I mean? If it's each player gets a different hero power, I'm not a deck that's reliant on my hero power to do anything more than like weave in a small amount of value. And that's the same for my opponent. So we're both going to be on even playing field a lot of the time. So I'm just not immediately like convinced that they're going to be like the death of Arena. I do think for Standard, I think they're kind of, I'm a little confused. Feels like everything's always focused on Standard, and this feels like the thing that's the least intuitive for Standard. It'll be very similar to how it already is. We'll have a little wacky thing at the start of each game. Yeah, exactly. And one of them is you start with Yogg in your hand, so you know, a week of that. I think Hearthstone should do more like week-long events, and they have so much stuff that already exists that they could lean on. They just choose not to for whatever reason. But like, you know, Taverns of Time for all the good and bad, like something like Taverns of Time. You know, all these multitude of sets that just never see play. Who knows? I mean, it's so many things, and it feels so stale for such long periods of time. You know, not to praise Snap too much, but I think Snap's a good game. Snap puts out a new card every week that can affect the metagame in different ways. And like that constant influx of small changes, I think is so much better than a big expansion releasing and then nothing for 3 months. And then a mini set that doesn't change anything. And then you wait another, you know, 6 weeks or whatever. I guess it's 6 weeks. So you're waiting like 6 weeks to 2 months, and then you're going through these big lulls in like change in content.
Weak-willed.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Weak-willed. Destiny calls to you.
Oh, I guess.
I spy with my little eye.
Weak-willed. Your
You know,
is
let's
mine.
get rid of that.
Your soul is mine.
What do I need to cast? A 2? A 3? I think 3. We'll see. Mutinous is back. What set is Mutinous from? But yeah, it's cool. Old cards are coming back. That's cool. I just think like if they put in something and it's really good, and then they get rid of it before you get sick of it, and then you're looking forward to it when it comes back, is so much better than them leaving something in too long, especially if it sucks, if you don't like it. Like to have constantly evolving things, I think is just overall where I would prefer them to be, especially as a content creator and Twitch chat as consumers of this type of content. You know, it's like, oh, the new set's in a week early. Oh, it's Taverns of Time. Oh, there are Anomalies. Like that just keeps it fresh. And it's as much as you hate them, to know that they were gone quickly, or if you loved them, and whenever you know, like Taverns of Time is coming back, but people get excited for that. Oh, it's another night of Redbeard playing against barcodes with neutral Stranglethorn Tigers for a decade. That's not a recipe for success. Blizzard should have figured out years ago how to change the sets in Arena meta with just a couple of clicks, so you could change it relatively frequently and easily. I mean, as an Arena enjoyer, I subscribe to that thought for sure.
Hope prevails.
Yeah, I think it's been strange that they've always had this notion that there has to be like 8 sets in at a time. I don't know why there couldn't just be one set for 2 weeks or 2 sets for 2 weeks, and they rotate every 2 or 3 weeks. And then like all the synergies and all the design you put into a set could actually come to fruition. So one set could just one arena rotation for 2 weeks could be infuse, a bunch of infuse cards, and they could actually work and they could actually synergize. One set you have Mean Streets of Gadget's hand back, and you're just playing with these tri-class cards, and then you're not stuck drafting like one player's drafting a 3-mana 2/2 and the other's drafting a Titan because they were developed 9 years apart. You know what I mean? Do we know why Skullman's has been ignored again? Seems to be the only set that hasn't been seen play for years. I would say people's reference of time frames is actually usually dramatically off. It does feel like it's been a while for Skullman's, and it probably has. It may be the longest set that hasn't come back in the longest amount of time. But if you go back like within the last 2 years, probably all the sets have been in, and maybe some of them have been in multiple times. If you look back, like, Sunken City feels like it's been gone for 5 years.
There can only be one true.
That set released like a year and a half ago. It's not even 2 years old. I feel like we had 5 different metas with Colossals in that time. Morning, Red. What's up, Leah? How are you? Hope you're doing okay. Can't trust Blizzard to make fun competitive card game. Hope one day we get one from a better publisher like Valve. I don't know who Valve is. I mean, I know the name. I don't know what they make. But, fun and competitive doesn't always equal success, right? And I'm no expert on, like, Runeterra or anything. But, like, Magic is fun and competitive at times. Runeterra is fun and competitive at times. Hearthstone is fun and competitive at times. But you need, you need the barrier for entry to be low. You need the IP to be appealing. You need the game to feel good and look visually appealing. If it was so easy, everyone would do these things, and all the games we play would have success, and there would be so many options of things we wanted to play and so on, right? I played 8 games of Arena and all 8 opponents had 1 Titan. Are you sure? That seems dramatically high, even for this notion of Arena. I play a couple Titans a day, and I usually do something like 30, 40 games a day, but never more than like 4 or 5. These days, probably closer to 2 or 3 than 4 or 5. I'd like to play cribbage, personally. You can play cribbage. I won't stop you. What kind of shit, huh? Eight may be reaching, but it wasn't lower than 6. Okay. Okay, so it was a lie. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to watch the replay. I'd be very surprised if it was 6 out of 8 games your opponent had a Titan, but enough people are playing enough games, some crazy stuff is going to happen. For an old set, Braggart is super OP in Arena for 2 mana. Oh yeah, that card's coming back. That card was insane when it released. It was like a 2 mana 10/10 or something. Yeah, that card didn't make any sense.
Reach for the skies.
Red does appreciate a good lie. I do. I do. I got an affinity for a good lie. It's boogie time. I can hit, I can hero power. Oh wait, he has 4 more mana. Skullman's a super fun set. It has Rattlegore. I don't find Rattlegore to be particularly fun. Rattlegore is a top 10 flavor fail for Hearthstone. Because as he dies and gets smaller and smaller, he doesn't
Reach for the skies.
he doesn't have like a higher and higher pitch scream. That would have been cool. That would have made some sense. But yeah, I like Skullman. Skullman's is cool. It's like, oh, this is what I mean though. Like a lot of the sets, like even the recent sets, particularly for Arena, in Constructed, they kind of, everything's free, everything's solitaire, everything's so on and so forth. But like for Arena, a lot of the sets are good. Like, Arena's not bad because like Festival of Legends or Titans are bad sets. Like Arena feels bad because, you know, you spend 150 gold, you play against somebody cheating with a Titan, and then you lose all the gold you spent and you get nothing, and you get 40 dust or whatever. Like, but it's not like there's no interesting cards. I'd say the cards made now are much more interesting overall than the cards from these old sets that everybody longs for. Like my problem with it is it just doesn't feel good to be the one playing a 3-mana 2/2 adapt when your opponent plays, you know, a 3-mana 3/4 that draws 6 cards or whatever. But if we both had 3-mana 2/2 adapt, and you were doing that for a week or two, and then you knew it was going to rotate, then it would be cool. It'd be fun to revisit those old sets. What was my favorite expansion to play Arena? I mean, it's really hard to say because there's always 8 sets in, or 10 sets, or 6 sets in. But I think that there are a lot of really cool expansions. I think Ungoro is very beloved for the time. I think Rise of Shadows I like Scholomance. I love Sunken City. I didn't really have too big of a problem with the Colossals. I thought they were fun. Maybe it should work for Blizzard. He has ideas. And look, every time we have these discussions, maybe there's people there that are saying, hey, we should do this, and their boss is saying, no, we can't. Who knows? But it does seem like there are a lot of easy, good ideas available, and we get Twist and Mercenaries and Duels. Like, if you got nothing, it would kind of make more sense. They're like, oh, we're just not developing anything. But we know that's not the case. Goro is my favorite meta. Puzzles had great art. They do have great art. I think the set most forgotten in Arena has to be Knights of the Frozen Throne. That set came back a year ago, 2 years ago. And yeah, it's just, again, they're just really bad. They're not fun to play, and they get completely and utterly outclassed by you know, any other sets that are in because they're 10 years old. Death Knights ruined Arena? I don't think so. I think they were some of the only interesting cards from that set. Most of the Death Knights weren't even very good. 8, 13, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15? Is that right? Like the heroes? Yeah, I liked them. And I think in the last 5 or 6 years, 4 or 5 years, they wouldn't even be considerations against a Colossal or Titan or anything like that. Frostlich Jaina will hold a special place in my heart. Yeah, Frostlich Jaina and the Gul'dan heroes were like probably the only 2 good ones. Maybe the Priest one was okay, but like the Priest card now, what does it cost? 7 or 8 mana to cast a Shadow Word Ruin, which only costs 4 mana, and to upgrade your hero power? Like, it's like 6 mana worth of stuff, I guess. 6 mana worth of average spells. Deathstalker Rexar was OP. Deathstalker Rexar was pretty bad in Arena. It was so slow. And the pool of beasts you could pull from really weren't all that impactful. Some of those might be better now, depending, you know. Gul'dan, I think, would probably be insane now because the overall card quality of the average demon is so much higher and there's so many more of them. But I think the Rexar would be, people lost so many games just playing a Rexar and then discovering a beast and then playing a Yeti and then dying, you know. 6 mana to cast a Consecration, right? Wasn't that its battle cry? And then 2 mana to discover like a 7 cost beast. So just eat up your whole turn. You couldn't play any removal. If you missed a taunt, there was no rush. It was pretty weak. It was fun. I love the card. I loved it. I actually played it in standard. With the first or second time I made it to legend, I think the first time I made it to legend, I just played a face hunter deck that had Deathstalker Rexar. You gain 5 armor. Yeah, 5 armor's not a lot. Removes nothing from the board. Develops nothing. Shaman 1 would be okay. None of these cards are good. Shaman 1 wouldn't be good. It would be fun.
The fallen will serve.
Is he an undead? He's not an undead. What is the Shaman 1? Wasn't it like 5 mana, evolve your cards by 2 or something? Like, there was already cards like Unstable Evolution, or it came shortly after. Evolve. Like, Evolve is a better card than that hero card. And, you know, I don't know. You just, like, what would you rather play? That or Pack the House? Or that or the Horn of the Wind Lord or whatever.
One more death can't hurt.
Would you want to play a weird 5 mana Evolve card? Hero Power became Evolve? Yeah. Evolve by 1 or Evolve by 2? Is Evolve by 1? Still, it's not very good. Like in modern Hearthstone, you can't just spend 5 mana to do nothing. You'll never get back on the board, you'll never evolve anything. And even then, it was kind of hard at times. Battle Cry was Evolve by 2. Hero Power was 1, yeah. Look at that set. I'm happy it hasn't been in the meta as much. The set is underwhelming. Well, exactly. Everybody remembers things very fondly, and they assume that these sets haven't been in decades. But we probably had Knights of the Frozen Throne like a year and a half ago, 2 years, maybe. And they're just, again, they're just not very fun when...
I can be very persuasive.
When one player has, I mean, 4 mana, 1/3, destroy a frozen weapon, destroy a frozen minion weapon, and another player has a 4 mana, 1/3, destroy 3 minions, push 12 damage or whatever. And it's like that it's not just it's not about winning and losing. Like if you're the one winning, it doesn't feel good, you know? It's like my card does 3 times as much as my opponent's card, and I won. It's not really surprising. Fun thing in Ungoro was the quests, which you couldn't get. And today they would be fun. Yeah, I mean, don't get me started on that. I love the quests. So the quests are a great example of something that should be implemented, never was. And the Cthulhu cards, they should have done an Ungoro event where everybody starts with a quest and then drafts their deck around that, and they skew the drafting pool around those things. They should have done an event where everybody starts with a Cthulhu in their deck, or Cthulhu has an increased offering rate, and the Cthulhu cards have an increased offering rate, so you could build more synergistic decks. But instead, Repulsive Gargantuan, it's an increased rate, or Cobalt Geomancer. All I remember from that year was Q Block. Q Block was cool. I liked Q Block. One of the anomalies should have included quests. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. Problem is, you'd want to build your whole deck around the concept of the quest.
This may just be my best song yet.
Very good spells. I think I'll take Frost Strike in the off chance that I can get Syndragosa. Maybe if the Dead's pretty nice. I just like a Remorseless, you know? It's a little bit of face damage, potentially.
It's boogie time.
I need spell damage. I need that Cobalt Geomancer. I was getting ready to forgive it forever. shoot. Guess I can actually clear the whole board here.
This realm of death
Is
is
that right?
filled with sorrow.
Masterpiece.
Give him a little space for his Purge. Follow Edge. 2 years, 11 months. Coming up on 3 years, Big Wayne. That's a long time to be following a long guy. Definitely hate that. Play that and deny him some healing.
Frostmourne hunger.
By hero power, I have to play the 3. Actually have the 1. Play those 2. Maybe I should just do that. He's gonna give me another 1, right? Bum, bum, bum. I've been on in a minute. Where have you been? What have you been up to? Playing Magic the Gathering, playing Marvel Snap, playing Fortnite, going out, walking your dog. Three, 4, 5, 6, 9.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and...
Hack Lord of the Rings, Witch King of Angmar. Press the enemy, Faramir, Prince of Ithilien. The Ithilien. Horn of the Mark. Working to pay for kids. Took a break and I moved and I haven't got my PC set up. Well, hey, the kids are important. 3? 3. 3. 3.
Give it a shot.
There. I don't know. Got stuff. No taunt would be delightful. 2 taunts, less delightful.
Ready to fight for a better future? Hope prevails.
Your soul is mine.
Okay. Definitely don't have as strong a deck as that one. That was nice to beat it though. That was nice.
The Lich King versus
High roll Scourge. That was definitely not a low roll Scourge.
Soul shall be mine.
One was not a low roll.
Serve me.
I like this card as a 4, but I have some 1s and 2s and stuff, right? What have I been up to? Streaming? Trying to stay alive? Anything exciting IRL? Not too much lately. I've got some things coming up in October, actually. Gonna be off for a few days at the beginning of October. I'm gonna be off for a few days at the end of October. Make my way over to TwitchCon. Yeah, it's a lot of draws to try to get an on-play curve card. Live long and prosper. Hey, Jane.
Move off of this place.
Boy, we really ain't drawing well. We got one more chance. That's incredibly unlikely. I feel like I say that a lot. We mana draw 4, burn a card. I mean, it seemed great.
Guys, I can't.
Oh, skipping a turn here was not ideal.
It's boogie time.
Inside voice.
When will you add new channel point rewards? Probably soon. I'm thinking probably really soon.
We're back online.
And all things considered, that's not that bad.
Dark path is my destiny.
What am I doing with my turn here? Do something with these. Actually, I could clear the whole board. Kinda don't want to, though. Let's throw these in, because it's gonna have some AoE. When will we show off the new dance moves? Probably soon. Is it 12? 12? Hero power gives me 5. 5's never good enough.
Halt, citizen. It is not safe.
5 is never good enough. New dance moves, but EU works too. I'm gonna do the nasty ones. Go down to 10. Even if he hits 2. Even if he hits 2 curses or plagues or whatever. He'd go to 1. I need like a cannibalize or something. Okay, now if he hits 2, maybe Pickrock kills him. Oh wait, he can't take damage with this. Oh, that's a bit of a quandary. Oh, and he doesn't take damage from that. Yeah, that's problematic. I have to kill the 3/5. Wait, with Virtuoso Plagues don't deal damage? No, they don't. Okay, so I need to kill this. And I need to deal 1. Okay, we actually, potentially, we could win. We have to kill that, right?
Ready to fight for a better future? Prevails.
And then we have to swing here. Bring him down to 4.
This realm of death is filled with sorrow.
And then we need to have him draw those.
I grant you permission to speak.
Darn it. He had what, 1, 2, 3 in there only? Not great odds. Could have attacked with the 4-5. Could have attacked with the 4-5. Tap or no balls. This guy had no balls. It's just so tough to beat a scrap imp, right? 2 mana, 15-15 or whatever. 16-16, 15-15. A lot of stats for just 2 low mana crystals.
The Lich King versus Thrall.
We got close though, actually, huh? If the Sunwell had hit us with like a cannibalize or something. We got any reach? Should we get any reach from the Sunwell? What did we get? I feel like we didn't really hit. Oh, we got the subdue. That was a big deal. We die a lot faster if we didn't get a subdue. +2 attack. Yeah, I got a little armor there too. Yeah, we did okay in that regard, yeah.
Your soul is mine.
Subdue is moderately good. Well, in that spot, it prolonged the game by an extra 2 or 3 turns, which gave us a chance on the last turn of the game to kill him, right? Unlikely as it was, a game that we were probably like 0% to win before the Sunwell. Nearly 0% to win. Need a 1. Where do you think we're getting more value out of? This one or this one? I only have 2 1-drops in my deck left. Gave us an out and bought some time. Yeah, I think we played it okay. Anytime you're like, again, facing a 2 mana 15-15, and you're very far behind, pretty much the whole time. That doesn't help. Can't coin. I can play a 2 and a 2. Doesn't really help me either. Alright, well.
The fallen will serve. Where does the
Could run it in there. And hope. I think I'm just going to
5, 6, 7, 8.
let him kill something. I don't know what I would have done. I probably would have played a 3 and coined out a hero power there. If he didn't play that 4-4. Probably just play Acolyte of Death, kill the 1-1, and then trade off the 2-2 with the 2-4. Probably was what we would have done. Four, so it's at least 4 minions. Maybe more. Looks like a good and necessary Remorseless, though. Man, Remorse is such a crazy card. Like, why do you get to draw a card? I mean, I'm happy I did, but... Why do you get to draw a card there?
I have been chosen by Amethyst herself.
Do these two. Hero power there, and coin and clear the board. And then we could have some stuff on the board for the Acolyte. Problem with this type of turn is if these are gone, I can no longer Tomb Guardians or Deathbringer with extra value, right? After you cast a nature spell, summon something. A 1/1.
One more death can't hurt.
I guess I should have traded first. Okay, now we get our Helia. That would be neat. Stretch my legs out, don't mind me. Old man leg stretching simulator. Oh, man. It's always such a blowout when your promo gets promoed. Like, our guy already did its job, right? I don't need more cards. In fact, I probably wanted it to die that turn, so I don't get too deep into fatigue and I don't start burning cards. So we can give it Divine Shield and Rush. Divine Shield and Rush. So you'll need a little more damage to kill the 8/8. Okay, that works pretty well, I guess.
I can be very persuasive.
I guess a 3 and a 1 was okay there too. And I doubt he can do much with the Sergeant, but let's say Lightning Storms, he gets the back half of one of them too. Bouncer. Oh lord. Port gas. Good gracious. Sorry, just woke me up. Thank you for the 10,000 bits. Good gracious. That man, too kind to this old lump of coal. That much is for sure. Yeah, that much is for sure. Everybody's asleep. I gotta get someone to hype this. Where's Jane? Where's Abumi? Good lord. Thank you, Abumi. Thank you, Portgas, more importantly. But hey, Abumi, he's helping out too, right? Thank you, man. I'm gonna get this win. Oh my god, wait, we need to celebrate the Snake Eater. Thank you, Vactor, for the 100 bits. I mean, I think it's a good excuse to listen to the song. I'm kind of liking it. Thank you both. What did I do with my turn? Now I'm kind of paying the price for not having gotten rid of it last turn. Good morning, Janie. Hey, B-Bart's here. There's a hype master. Oh man, that's good. That's incredible. Without Portgas, we'd be dead. I mean, maybe not dead. Dying, though. For sure. What a boss. That's what I'm saying. Single-handedly keeping this stream afloat. Okay, maybe not single-handedly, but keeping the stream afloat. Man, this song's so good. Enemy characters can't be healed. Teching against that. I wonder if it's worth it here. Yeah, why not? I'm drinking water and I already know I'm going to be waking up to pee during the night. Why don't you just go pee before you go to bed? Why don't you just wear a diaper? Just full of dreads. It's never enough. I'm going with a dance 3 in addition to you know, to the other emote collections. I only hope that Portgas isn't disappointed in the level of hype we showed. Twitch chat primarily. I got Lord Marigard after stomping a DK yesterday, so I turned off Hearthstone and I played Lies of P. I like that game. I found it to be fun yesterday. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, let's see what's in the box. I have a forge card. I have not forged my card yet. I guess I should be drawing cards. Got a eulogizer in there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey Manny, how are you, dude? Yeah, I think that's one of the underrated aspects of not streaming and playing a game like Hearthstone. Having the ability to just step away and take a break or come back the next day is definitely good. It's definitely a good thing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, my god. Damn, the Kobold Geomancer lethal. Oh, I guess we didn't really need it though. Song request, let's hit it. Alright, I'm gonna throw it on the permanent playlist too. Robert Parker, I know of him. He does a lot of synthy stuff, doesn't he? You did really great for playing a Soul-like game your first time. Hey, thanks, man. I can't remember who was here exactly. Yeah, it's definitely a steep learning curve, I think, but I could see it, you know, becoming more natural. I was talking to Jerby about it a little bit off stream after, and it's like playing so much Genshin where really you're incentivized to just like kind of continuously just hit over and over and over and over. It doesn't really matter. It seems like defending, blocking, and rolling is more important. Like looking for little times to kind of like needle the opponent is probably more, it seemed like more strategic. So like I would try to attack and then try to block, but it wouldn't let you input the commands that quickly. So you had to be more strategic. Do you like the sets in the upcoming rotation? Yeah, they're okay. Yeah, it could be interesting. I don't know. I have some 2s. I have better 3s. It's one big dance, yeah. So I think if I had just focused more on just blocking and dodging, I think I could have done better. But I don't honestly, like, I mean, you guys may disagree. I don't think I did that poorly. I thought I was doing pretty good. You know, people said we did okay. Again, I have no experience with those. And I was playing on the keyboard, which apparently is harder. But, you know, I got to the boss. That was cool. I wanted to beat him, but I didn't. He was one tough son of a gun. Towards the end of the stream, you should play Lies of P today. I don't think we're going to do that today. Guess I can kill the 2-2. What I think we're probably gonna... What I'm gonna try to do is actually take a break, probably in the middle of the stream for a couple of hours, and then try to maybe come on and do a little bit with the Anomalies when they're live. But that's 9 hours from now. I'm not gonna stream for 11 hours and then start playing the Anomalies, you know? I can't do that. I'm old. No shot? You think no shot? My plan was to not even start streaming until a few hours from now. Then I was like, okay, I'll do it this way. We'll see if it... The downtime to take the keys takes the reaction time away. Yeah, I don't know. I only had my brief experience to go by. But it was fun. You know, I don't have to be like the best at anything or everything. That's not good. That's not Helia. That's not Ignis. It's fun to learn and to like. I kind of felt like I was getting incrementally better at learning the keys and stuff.
That feels good.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Okay, that's kind of let's give him a wow.
That feels good.
So we got a 0 mana 4/4. He's gonna get 5 mana here.
I sure hope they do.
Yeah, that song wasn't bad. I like the other. I think I like the Snake Eater one more. What are the odds? Very low. Very, very low. It was like a 1 in, like, whatever, 24, let's say. Something like 1 in 25. It's like a 4% into another 4%, followed by another slightly higher. But let's just say, yeah, it was very, very low. Did he play? Oh, that. Okay. Okay, well, I can kill some stuff. I have to kill this. 1,
Cheapskate.
2. So if I coin out a 1, I can keep one of these alive. I get a 1, 2. And a 2/1 for 1 mana. What about next turn? Next turn looks a little weird. I have 2 8s. This 0.049% chance. That's not good.
I got you, friend. Run for help.
I don't know. It just doesn't feel like I really need to coin out like a croc. You know what I mean? It's like coining a Drake into a croc doesn't feel that important. And we do need to pick up a 5 or a 2, a good 2. Acolyte of Death. I don't know. Just tough because even like a good 3, it just kind of. You did great. Might be the pipeline to eventually co-oping Elden Ring with Dreads, the Mage Cheese. Yeah, I'd be down to do more co-oping with Dreads or whatever. It's fine. We haven't really been playing the, We haven't been playing the... We haven't been doing the stuff with like PJ and stuff as much. But I like that stuff. It's fun.
Turn down that racket.
I really hate this turn, but I guess that's what came from coining last turn. Next turn should be potentially a little better. Now we could at least draw a 3. Hey, thanks again to Portcast. Good gracious. Good lord. Thank you very much, man. Yeah. Okay. He had a pretty bad turn. We kind of expected that with all the spells that are in his hand. I guess I don't mind hero powering here.
Ready to fight for a better
Because I actually get to kill this. Alright, we'll hit him in the face. While I highly doubt this is enough to kill him, and it does at least present lethal, actually. Much more likely we just play like 4 and 4 or a dragon. Redbeard is giant dad. I don't know what that means, but I am giant. 7 feet tall. Sebastian, I haven't seen that guy in a while. Wow, what a guy. What a guy. Going down to 5. He's trading, pushing 2. So do I play the dragon? Very close to killing him. He will gain 1 armor, so even if I shoot his face, if he gains 1 armor and taunts, it's bad for us. Is there a Sebastian Gallery somewhere in the Discord? He's featured more prominently in big bulks. Bulk lots of bunches of pictures. So you have to scroll back through the cat photos. I think if you asked Tasney nicely, she might be able to set something up.
This realm of death is filled with sorrow.
Next to the hog gallery. I threw, oh no, Taz threw 5 in there. There's really not a big chunk of them. We'll work on getting more. He's in the cats but no boobs channel. Yeah, but there's like 200 pictures of him somewhere on Taz's computer or phone, I'm sure. I'd send them to her. And then I still have some, but then I kind of delete them. Oh, hey, 7 wins, neat. That's great. That's great. Don't think it's a particularly strong Death Knight deck. Got the Sunwell, but it's almost not mattered. The only game we've cast it in which we needed to cast it, we actually lost that game. We haven't cast any Scourges. We did find an Ignis, but we didn't find our Eulogizer, and we haven't found a Helia. So what's winning games? Decent curve. I don't know. Doesn't look like a deck that stands out as like 7-1. Can you put the sub reward back on the store? I cannot. No. Cannot. So much face damage that turn we did. In general, the deck doesn't have that much, does it? I guess Remorseless is 4. We have 1 Glacial Advance, which is 4. A couple like little cheap little weapons, I suppose. Stuff is just such junk. I'm gonna get rid of it. It's like cheap, but it's junk, you know. I think the only thing winning the games is the insanely good-looking pilot. Luckily, they give you a little bit better RNG the better looking you are. Wait, typically my RNG is so bad, though. Maybe we don't. I mean, let's be honest. I don't look that good, and the smell is actually somewhat concerning.
Guys,
Shoot.
I can't move.
So where does the magic come?
Mine is a 2-mana 2/2 that summons a 1/1. His is a 2-mana 3/3 that gives his hand plus 12 plus 12. Why? Plus a jillion, plus a jillion. We're actually not going to play this game out very long. I don't imagine this will be an enjoyable experience for us. The longer we spend playing this one. Maybe he rolled all 8 drops and he has to skip the next 2 turns, and then there's a very small chance we can come back. But all we can do every turn for the rest of the game is just go face. Like, we can't compete for the board, we can't, you know. We don't get to play, like, we don't get to play the game. Or at least, like, the game we play is just one option every turn.
A little agony goes a long way.
Hey, I got you, friend.
Let's remove some stuff. But no taunt here. Maybe we, you know, find a fireball or something. No healing, no taunts. It's holding like a lot of Hellfire type cards. That is not active, so that's nice. Sorry, I'm gonna pull out part of my skin here. I can kill that. I probably ought to kill that one. 4/1. Hero power 2. Sorry, just thinking. Not a card we want here. Just take this deck to 12 and then call it a night. I think what I'm planning right now is to probably do another run after this, and then maybe no taunt, no rush, no lifesteal. Okay, that screws me. That's unfortunate. That is indeed. So we cannot win now, right? Okay. You hit a death there. An execute. Maybe. Maybe like a, what's the card called? Hysteria for next turn. We take a huge amount of damage, but maybe that following turn we could clear the board. Yeah, I think we'll do another run. Then we'll kind of see. And see where we're at. Bum, 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 bum. Neo Greg is still on? Jiminy Christmas.
The Lich King versus
Jiminy Willikers. It's been on for almost 13 hours.
All will serve me in death.
He looks like he's losing his mind. I like that guy. He's a nice man. Looking for a 2? I guess we're not really looking for a 2 here. What's in his deck? Is a Titan. He has a Horn of the Wind Lord. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, let's do this. And then if we get our Ignis, well, that's a start, right? Just gonna play this. If I could kill this guy, sure. I don't really care if we're not getting value. We don't have that many 1s. We honestly don't have that many 2s. We don't have any of them in our hand, so... I'm totally fine with this. Half of his 3-drop and his 2-drop for our bad 3-drop. Obviously he only spent 2 mana, but that was his turn 3 play. I'm okay with that. I can't stay. It's 3:13 a.m. and I have to drive my aunt and my uncle to the airport. It feels late. Where are they going? Kind of hate having 2 taunts, but this doesn't really do anything. I don't want to play a 2/2 here. You know, and look, I'm not, I don't know your aunt and your uncle or anyone. I don't have any. It's 2023. I'm never gonna drive someone to the airport. I'll buy you an Uber. I'll pay for the Uber if I have to. I'm not driving anybody to the airport. Ain't gonna do it.
One more death.
Maybe. They pay me in cash. Okay, so like you're like their Uber. That's okay. That's okay. My parents insist on picking me up from the airport every time I go home, and they're always an hour late. Yeah. And then you'll see 50 Ubers just parked at the airport. Like, why? What's the deal? I am gonna do this. You're just sitting there waiting. Yeah. My brother had like this strange insistence on like going to like, I don't know where, it's like somewhere in Van Nuys. You can like catch a bus, like a designated bus that goes straight to LAX and then takes you back. So we would have to like Uber to that place and then take a bus to LAX. We did it like twice. And then you have to like wait around when you want to catch the bus back. And then the bus just takes you back to that place. You have to Uber from there. Or like you know, whatever. I think maybe my parents picked us up once. We went somewhere. I was like, why are we doing this? It's horrible. Horrible.
Is eternal.
Don't like it. I take that bus to fly away. Yeah, I hate it. And then when you get off your plane, you got to sit around and wait. And then there's 90 buses that come by, and you're like, is that mine? Nope. Is that mine? Nope. Forget it. Sorry, it like costs like $10 to ride it anyway, too, right? Pay 30 bucks. I'm taking an Uber. Used to do Uber, and airport trips are usually the most profitable. So all the cars camp out there, yeah. Makes sense. Tons of people coming and going. I just bill it to Blizzard anyway, so. I really wish you didn't gain 10 life or whatever. I don't really need to do that. How am I spending the 4? You play this, maybe as like a 4 mana, deal 6, gain 6 or something. LAX Ubers are 50 or 60 bucks now. Are they that expensive? Fly out of what's the other airport? Bob Hope. Fly out of Bob Hope. Much more relaxed experience. Why is he not swinging that weapon? Why is he not skinning that smoke wagon?
All's well that sun
Yeah.
wells.
It's not always that easy, that's true. It's actually, like, going to LAX and dealing with LAX is such a pain in the ass. But flying out of here is also kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. It's like I always have to take connecting flights. So like a flight to LA from here means I have to fly to Seattle first. Actually, I'm flying in a couple of weeks, and I'm really stoked. I got I'm really stoked. I got a flight that goes to Oakland and then to around LA, and then the flight back goes to San Jose and then back to Oregon. So I'm not flying out of the way. I was really excited about that. It's like I'm not gonna have like a 4-hour flight or an hour and a half. What would normally like I'm not gonna have a 4-hour total air time, and my delays are only like an hour, 50 minutes or an hour. Sometimes I look at like a flight and it's like I gotta fly to Phoenix and I have like a 5-hour. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna fly then. This guy gained so much fucking life. Don't like it at all. 8-11. He's at 21. I need 10. I can deal 5, 8, 9. I'm 1 off. 5, 8, 9. Good lord. Is that right? 11 plus, so 14.
My rule is eternal.
18, 19, 20. I'm 1 off. I want to taunt, but I can't taunt. Oh, I can taunt. Okay.
I can be very persuasive.
Destiny calls to you. I have but little time.
When's the new arena patch? I think like 9 or 10 hours from now? I'm not sure. So he needs 5 damage for 4 mana. Or 4 mana, 15 taunt. Was it better to transform to 3/3? If it was possible, yes. But unfortunately, you can only transform undead. Not whatever you want.
No take candle.
I lie?
Really dead here? Maybe not. Maybe he's just
Good.
irritating. So close. Yeah, I think we outplayed them. They just had a better deck and better RNG. It happens. He played well. Did he? He just got lucky, right? Generated an extra 12 armor from a random weapon. Had just barely enough. Had the taunt with the buff. He had to have everything go his way. Just made it to infinite. I mean, we clearly saw the last 4, 5, 6, 10 games. We're not playing with the same caliber of deck. And yeah, to get infinite feels good for sure. Take a bad deck and overperform with it. Just want a little bit of, catch a break here or there. Didn't catch one there. Next meta won't be DK Wars, right? Who knows? Who knows? Okay, what do we got here? I mean, I like Druid. I've had fun with Druid. So let's draft a Druid.
You were right to awaken.
I think Rancher's good. I think all 3 of these are great, actually. I want all 3 of these. You played the weapon poorly? I think so, yeah. Lingering Zombie's good. Projectionist is nice, too. Let's take Lingering Zombie. Roots? Honestly, I think I'd rather have Tar Creeper. Not a big fan. These used to be strong cards. These days, they just feel kind of weak. I think I'm actually just going to take Dire Wolf. That's why I wanted those 2 1-cost spells. You can still get some, but these are like... This is one of the bigger payoffs. I like the Gnome, but we don't have any Treant synergy yet, or big spells. These are just absolute butt. Destroy a friendly undead, your minions gain its attack. We have a 1 attack undead. Nixia just feels so bad. Maybe it's a 5-mana 5/5 draw 5 with 0 spells. Yeah, maybe. Alright, well I wish I'd taken one of the other ones, but I don't mind having 2 of these. It's funny, I want both of these quite badly again. Right, I'm gonna take the Unending Swarm. Oh, this card is absolutely broken. Want the Witchwood Apple too, but it's a way to win some games. Let's take a Deconstructor. I like this. Disciple is for sure a key. We haven't really got a lot of... Do we have any Choose One cards yet? We have none, which is actually probably good. It's better than having like a Power of the Wild or something. I really like Rake. Well, here's the Power of the Wild. We want the big spells, though. We want Drum Circle. We want the 7-mana 5/5 that summons Treants. Even something like Nourish can be a nice payoff for that card. It's funny, I'm not so sure Marsh Hydra is the pick here. It's a good card. I just don't think it's a great card anymore. Very rarely am I casting a Marsh Hydra and feeling like I got what I paid for. I'm just going to take the 1. It's cheap, it's flexible. I think that's more important. The 3 is very good. The Rake is good. I'm gonna take the 3 though. We have Magatha. Take the Flyer. Flyer's nice with Zombie. It's nice with Pre-Spirit as well. This is trash. I'm never taking the Rabbit. Melted Maker is pretty doo-doo. I think I'll just take the Arms Dealer. I mean, maybe we're an Arms Dealer Nerubian Flyer deck. Maybe. I do like Underking. I think now I'm kind of down to just take the Nerubian Flyers. They fuel the Unending Swarms. I do need some more big spells, though, huh? Rabbit to Corrupt Clowns. Problem is I'm always going to draw the Rabbit from the Flower Child, and it'll always cost 9, right? Or a lot of the time. Alright, I'm going to take this and hope we get offered a couple more fat spells. I like this card. I don't like Druid of the Claw. I'll just take this toll here. Love this card, and I hate these, but I have no big spells or big minions. Give us some big stuff. They're both okay. Do we want a history buff? Card just feels so weak. Alright, let's take a Crusher. Here's something. Oh my goodness, a Titan. That's pretty cool. Okay, sure. We'll try that Titan out. Overgrowth. I guess we don't want an Overgrowth. 2 cards that cost more than... 2 cards that cost more than 5 in our old deck. Ramping to the Titan and then, you know, refilling your hand's pretty cool, but... Just 1 or 2 more just big cards. Just 2 more Titans, please. Something big. Or take Brewmaster. Kind of cool with Free Spirit. Something big. Okay, they're giving me a lot of small things. Something big. Alright, big card. Sure. Sure. 3 cards for 2 Flower Child. Finally a Titan. Titan's OP. I think this Titan's pretty bad relative to the other Titans. The mana cost is prohibitive. When you get it off and you're not already losing the game on turn 10 because you're a Druid, it's a good card, of course, but getting to 10's tough. I've had it once or twice before, and it almost never feels like you can actually make it to turn 10 and then cast it and then not already be dead. Or you're so far ahead that you can cast it and, you know, you're not immediately losing because you're spending 10 mana on a 5/7 and like a 5/7 taunt or whatever, or a 5/5 taunt. It's a cool card, don't get me wrong. But I think it's a lot worse than the Primus, Sargeras, Amenthal. It's probably worse than the Hunter and the Paladin ones. And it's probably comparable to the Mage one. It's worse than the Shaman one for sure. Refreshes your mana. Yeah, so you make it to turn 10, you have no cards in your hand. You refresh your mana and you do nothing. In Arena, a lot of the times, if you're not a Mage or a DK, you don't have a full hand by the time you make it to turn 10. How much money is your Pokemon card collection worth? I have no idea. If I had to guess... Maybe $10,000, maybe. Maybe $8,000. Only 2 spells in the deck. Truly a great Maggot deck. Never mind, it's 4 spells. Do you think we're going to, how many wins? Do you think we're gonna give them 4 spells with 1 Magatha? I hope not. Let's do a bet. How many spells? How many spells will we give our opponent? Is that what Magatha does? I don't actually really know. Where is it? Draw 5 cards, give any spells drawn to your opponent. Okay, so throughout the duration of the whole run, how many are we gonna give them? Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, I messed that up. Okay. Am I keeping this? Sure. I'll give you $450 for it. Oh no, that's not good. Not a good rate. Cannot turn a game healing? No. Oh, I mean, it can. Anything's possible, right? But typically, no. Life doesn't matter a lot of the times. Your life total doesn't matter, and refreshing your mana crystals a lot of times doesn't matter. It's a tricky thing, but what matters is early tempo and, you know, mid to late game value. Like, it doesn't really matter if you have 30 HP and no cards. You just get absolutely smacked. You just die. It takes 2 turns longer to die or whatever. Oof. Oh god, hot dookie stank. Well, I guess it's a card to potentially discount. And with the discount, it still fuels the tambourine. Like in a top deck war where you're both completely out of value. and you know your opponent is a hunter and you're at 6 HP, yeah, it can be good. But then anything, like any 8-drop would be good in a spot like that. Or you know, I guess the healing would be better there. But even then, there'd probably be better healing cards. Like an Amalgam one-man band that has lifesteal would probably be a better card. Okay, we're gonna do this. Pretty good odds to play an Elec next turn, right? We are favored to play an Elec next turn. I don't know what the hell this bet is going to be. So anytime we cast Magatha, we draw 5 cards, and we give any spells drawn to our opponent. So we're going to count how many spells we give out to our opponent during the duration of this whole run. Truly sickening. Are plague spells? Yeah, but that's not what we're talking about here. It's going to be spells from Magatha. That's the only way we can. That's the only way we can give spells. Classic. Yeah, it was nice having 2 10s and hitting a 3. That was really cool. I particularly like the part where I got completely and utterly screwed. Redbeard roll. It definitely wasn't favorable for us. Why did I do it in that order? Probably because I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed I got screwed. I'm still gonna play it. I'm gonna play it. It's the Free Spirit of Shame, because it does have 2 attack. But you look at it like the Titan in a spot like this. Like imagine if this was a Titan. You're out of cards on turn 6, and you're not going to make it to turn 10. Brewmaster. Wow. Do I need to,
Too much water.
do I need to play this? I did it again. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not very invested. Once we lost that 50-50, I just don't care. But our health doesn't matter. If it was damage, it would matter. Okay, wasn't an immediate apotheosis on his own guy. Fight over me. There's an arena update today. It's gonna be a good day. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I concede.
Okay. We give any spells in the first game? We did not. We did not, thankfully. Let's let me get the text up because spells? Oh wait, well. Is that how you spell spells? Man, that looks weird. How do you spell that word? Could be a thing. Do we coin them out? Maybe we coin them out. Oh.
And close enough.
Here. How do you spell spell? Why does that look so weird? You know, sometimes you don't like write words out, you just say them. So I'm watching Schmut on Twitter. People posted in the Discord. I don't know what any of that is. We bump in hero power.
I wonder.
He hits and then he hero powers. I think I'm okay with that, aren't I? Maybe I want to throw my guy in too. I did not bet, as I have no clue what the chances are, and farts are too precious to waste. Don't waste your farts.
This way, you fools!
After you play an outcast card, do something. Well, I'm hoping he goes face. I'm expecting that he doesn't do that. Tar Creeper. Is the 4-drop not good? I don't really like the 4. It's just such a weak card. I'd much rather hit something like Tambourine, Summer Flower Child, an early Satyr, and a nice discount. All of our low-cost cards.
Now I am complete.
Interesting.
Nature speaks through my
Discover. We could draw a Free Spirit. We have other beasts. Is that it? Let's let us put it down this turn. Oh no, we have Direwolf Alpha. I mean, neither one is that bad, no? I'd rather have...
Drink with me, friend.
Do I want to discover or draw now,
Nature
though?
speaks through my tunes.
Thinning the deck is kind of nice. I think just not top decking this card is good. The armor might matter a little bit. And as we've seen, some of the beasts are just... Man. Song request is coming.
Chosen by Amethyst herself.
What's he shooting? Okay. Could be worse. Do I need to hero power now? Probably not.
Far out. Oh, they grew up so fast.
Probably not. Summer Flower Child would be a thing to pick up. Maybe starting with this 10 drop in my opening hand is also not ideal. I can easily clear my whole board now. You can shoot and bump and hit. This is being executed poorly. Could have full cleared. Now he loses this guy. Yeah, that was very bad. I want to wait. Kind of wish I had played that now.
Too much water.
Arm Stealer? That was this game? Oh, okay, well, fuck it then. Probably should do that.
Alas, poor warlock.
Doesn't even get a hero power off this way.
The more you struggle.
Oh, but he does get potentially like 3 minions down. That's kind of annoying. Is that guy any good? He's okay. Let's throw that in. So we get the buff attack. Let's throw this in. I can't actually clear my board. Play that and hero power here. Just so I can get a bigger minion on board.
May this blossom for all eternity.
It's unlucky.
Let me see. Stay away.
It's rather unlucky for us. What with the complete and utter free annihilation of our board plus a 5/5. Nice synergy for us.
For the wilds.
Funny enough, we probably would want to keep Magatha in our opener in this deck.
Want to hear my playlist?
I've never before seen this Magatha card drafted. I think this is the first time we've taken it. I think it's actually good for our deck.
Well played.
Is it because it is a steaming turd and most decks you ideally have some... In most decks, ideally you have some spells, right? Even a druid deck, which probably... Well, I mean, even druid gets a lot of spells. Seedlings, drum circles, arbor ups. Our deck doesn't have any of those, so a little better for us. Yeah, I don't think it's like a premium card or anything. All right, let's see if we get one more interesting deck, maybe?
Magic will prevail.
You never know. All right, let's take a Projectionist, which I think is okay. The other cards, they're all okay. I like Audio Splitter. Thankful to get my points back. Yeah, everybody's a winner. Everybody gets their points back there. And Arc Splitter's just better than Hipster. I like Hipster, but I think Ice Barrier is actually maybe the pick here. Yeah, I'm gonna take Ice Barrier. Just to feel like I always want secrets in my mage decks. Don't want these things though. Wow, Keyword and Ivory. Discover a dual class spell from any class. Spellburst, get a copy. Maybe Evocation's just better though. Just need like one Infinitize or something. Audio Amplifier with Evocation's kind of cool. Let's take it. Yeah, that's synergy. Garbage here that makes me want to vomit. I don't know. This card's pretty good. This is a good card too, but there's a lot of elemental synergy. It's all crap. This all crap. This looks like a lot like the Druid deck. The Undead, I have that guy. Sure. I do have a secret. Okay, sure. Beautiful. Garbage here. Garbage here. Wouldn't mind a second secret, but let's take that. Totem, mech. Maybe the mech. Garbage here. We can rewind our garbage. That's nice. New garbage tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Tasty Cubes. Thank you for your follow. Is this a good sculptor deck? Probably not. We have no spells. I don't want that. I can rewind some more. That's like the worst deck I've ever seen. Yeah, no thanks. No thank you. Not the deck we wanted. Oh, no way. No way. Rogue, Hunter, Shaman. Show us the, back the houses. Take the Hipster here. It's good. I honestly think Vilepeen's better though, huh? So important to get a good 2 early. Only one of these cards is a consideration. I actually think Instrument Tech is very good in Shaman. There's so many strong weapons. But I think Marsh Spawn is better. Well, speaking of strong weapons, there's one of them. Lightning Reflex is very good. None of these are great. I'll just take this one, although I don't like that card very much. Oh, I do like that one though. I think I'd rather have Portal. I don't like Rumbler. I'm not a huge fan of the other thing. Revolve? Revolve pack the house? I don't like it. It's like such a waste of a card. Let's just take the... Cool, sure. I like Hex. I think Mist Runner's okay. Let's grab a Hex. Love Disciple. I think Musician and Disciple are probably close. When you have a Pack the House, I think that card gets like legitimately good. Actually like Totem Reflection too. Need Evil Totems. We'll probably get one. We'll take a Mist Runner over our obligatory Stranglethorn Tiger and Bloodsail Raider offering from every draft we have to get. Let's grab that guy. Do we have any mechs? We have no mechs. Why do I want a Mistake? I don't. He is a totem, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna get a mech. I'm pretty sure. I think the totem's okay. I think the Hellhound's okay. I'm not a huge fan of Bolt. It's not the weapon we want. But I don't want that, and I don't want that either. So we'll just take it. Maybe it does something. This guy's insane. These guys are trash. I could take a Bloodlust. I think Tark Reaper's okay, though. Grab another Lightning Reflexes. Grab another Disciple. Need our mech. That guy's okay. Drawing our weapons okay. I'm gonna take the Shadow Suffusion. The other cards just blow, so... Thanks. Hey, a second weapon? Okay, and a second pack and we're good. Yeah, you know what? Let's say that counts as... Oh, that's a mech too, wow. A second pack and a mech in our last pick. Cool. Thank you guys for hanging out. Don't forget to hit the follow button if you have not hit it. Let's get a bet going for wins. We'll probably finish this run, I think. If you guys don't know, September is still going on, so discounted subs if you are inclined for such a lifestyle. 25% off subs. Streamer gets the full cut, so that's cool. Decent deck. This is better than if I took the best cards in the Druid deck and the Mage deck. I wouldn't have had a deck as good as this deck. So that's something. It's definitely not like an unbeatable world beater, but it's got cards that can win a game of Hearthstone in whatever year we're in, 2023. Pass small amounts of gas. It's definitely more like it. I mean, look, the decks don't have to be that strong, but they're like the Mage deck. That deck again, like if you go into the run like with the chance that you might win 2 or 3 games, it just feels so demoralizing, you know? Doesn't feel fun to play, doesn't feel fun to watch, and you're just gonna get mad getting smashed by people who bought 50 runs, you know, or you know, bought one account and retired 50 decks to play you once. It's just like I don't have time for that anymore. I have the desire to put myself through that.
Short on time.
I bet all my points on 10 to 12. 153,000. I'm rooting for you. I am. I really, truly am. What's my best draw? Definitely not Vile Fiend, but Vile Fiend is closer to the best draw than the worst draw, I would imagine. Tar Creeper, probably our best draw. Portal? Portal would have actually been quite nice. Kill the Pharaoh Cat and then trigger the Marsh Spawn for next turn. Vile Fiend's fine. It's better than skipping our turn, right? Okay, can anybody, does anybody have American football takes? Who's making it to the Super Bowl? Who's good and who's bad? The Jets are screwed, right? The Rams are probably going to the Super Bowl. Jared Goff, what about him? You think he's going to the Super Bowl? Who are they trading him to, and whose bench is he gonna ride? Got him. The Bears are going to the Super Bowl. Didn't they get smashed by the Packers already? This is almost great. But it's not, huh? As spectators. Saints are winning, so my city is happy. The Niners, the Eagles, or the Cowboys in the NFC? Yeah, the NFC seems pretty good so far, huh? I mean, it's early. I wouldn't be... I'm not a Cowboys fan by any means. For the last, like, 10 years, I've never really felt opposed to the concept of the Cowboys making the Super Bowl or winning the Super Bowl. I think it'd be kind of good for football and kind of fun if the Cowboys were relevant. And they've kind of been relevant the whole time. They just lose in the playoffs, you know? But their defense was really good last year. Probably good this year, too, right? PJ watched the Bears this weekend, and Justin Fields may not be it. Yeah, I haven't heard... I mean, I'm obviously no expert. I've heard good things about Justin Fields. I want to play this juicy 9-8. Kinda.
Elements guide me.
Should I just, like, not bother hitting it? Like, shouldn't I just... What's the point of hitting it? It's nearly 25, getting old. Is there news on American football's fourth LP? Their first just turned 20, nearly 25 years old. That's a band? Sorry. 49ers and Kansas City, probably. All right, I'm betting against... What about Miami? What about Tua? We think he's going to get hurt? Tua seems like he's having a good start, right? No love for Tua? Indie Rockhead doesn't know American football. American football.
Wind and breath. Elements guide me. We do what the living cannot.
Is that what I wanted to do? I mean, it's not what I wanted to happen, but there's no way the 49ers stay healthy. Dolphins look good. Dolphins, Seahawks, Cowboys, Eagles. Wait, why you throw the Seahawks in there? Trying to sneak that by us? More likely than Philly staying healthy. American football has got an album that's 25 years old. They're not indie rock anymore, right? They're just old art rock. They're dreads rock. Except it's not Nickelback, but you know what I mean. Chop's there. Is he going face? That's part of the question. I guess that answers that. Chop there. How come I have no spells in my deck? Goes to 4. That dies. My guy dies. I'll take 9 and then I die. You ever plug a device to charge and wonder for a long time why the charge is so slow, only to discover the other end of the cable was never plugged in? Do not insult American football. I don't know American football. Why would I recognize an American football song? Seahawks are the real deal, bud. Are they? Maybe. Who's there? Isn't Geno Smith their QB? You can't be the real deal if Geno Smith's your QB. Sometimes I plug in my phone and it's charging really slowly, and then I go to grab it and it's like not charged. And then it's like, it's doing like a smart charge or something. It's like, well, you don't really use it around this time, so we were charging real slowly. What the fuck? Who's in charge here? Me or the phone? Apparently it's the phone. What's the deal with that? Can I pick an American football song to play? Sure, but if it's crap, I'm gonna skip it, okay?
You know who I am.
Comeback player of the year, Pro Bowler Geno Smith. I recognize the beginning of Never Meant. It's been in memes. Alright, well, Drac is gonna pick a song. If that's the one he picks, then that's the one we'll get. If that's not the one he picks, then it It ain't gonna be the one we get.
Nobody run from me! I'm wide open!
I thought our deck was pretty good. We didn't draw Pack the House. And what else happened? This deck doesn't look that good. I'll do Never Met. Okay, can you link it? This is the one I'm gonna like / recognize. I've seen this album cover. Or YouTube art. It still slaps, and truly a positive song that reflects on the love as a future possibility, despite the fact that he knows there's no chance. I'm gonna thumbs down that comment.
Welcome to Dog Poop in the Mouth.
Hey, Drunken Delirium.
Let my points back.
We're trying, man. We're trying. I'm gonna win them for you. Don't worry. Although we're gonna lose this game.
Short on time.
It's Midwest emo. Wait, if it's Midwest emo, why am I getting shit on as an indie rock enjoyer? Yeah, I mean, this is fart so far. I think we can all agree this is... 2. How do I win? How is it even possible that I could win?
Lord of Skies, here are
What's the line? Alez would enjoy this song, would he? Like Promise Ring. You read that comment in the perfect voice to encapsulate the airheadedness of it. I've got a skill. Hey, Delirium, thank you for the 3 months, man. Must need better headphones. You can't miss what you forget. I'm gonna hit a thumbs down. This song feels like fall and loneliness. I'm gonna hit the thumbs down on that. I'm not gonna read that one out. I'm gonna thumbs it up. I find myself feeling this way now. Thumbs down.
Short on time.
This song sucks. I give it 2 thumbs down. Is Red shitting on this song? Yeah. I'd give it 2 thumbs down. I think it goes on for another 16 minutes.
glad you feel the gift
I'm sorry.
of the sun.
I think it's good that you guys enjoy it though, honestly. You're allowed a few bad takes a year, and I'm glad you've chosen to use one tonight. I appreciate that allowance. That's very kind of you. That's really, really sweet of you.
Elements guide
And so it begins. All 9 hit his face, then we push 12, then we play this, then we get a lightning bolt, and then it's lethal. 9, 6. Okay, that's not good enough. This song represents feeling sad about your mom making you clean your room. This song is brilliant. How do you guys feel about the microphones? Sometimes Red is out of touch with what's cool. I'm sorry I don't like it, but I'm glad that you guys do. Could we instead put on microphones if we want to feel sad? Do we like it? Do we like it? Not the band, the microphones. Love the microphones. Yeah, of course you would. Come on, that's not fair. Of course you would, Silas. You have predisposition to liking the microphones. 10 times sadder, yeah. 100 times sadder. I'm terrified to hear his thoughts on other Midwest emo hears. I really like Sapphire X, the Battlegrounds former arena player slash streamer, and I feel like his entire playlist is Midwest emo bangers. Man, I would enjoy his stream more if I didn't have to hear most of them most of the time. Don't give this man any modern baseball or title fight. Why are they all modern baseball, American football, South American hockey? Why? I am the true PNW sad boy. That's a song that sounds like the Pacific Northwest. Every song on, what's the album called? I get rid of them both. You should do a contest where you pan emo classics. Where you pan emo classics, I click those. I was never a big emo guy. I liked good music.
Job done.
Imagine Red rating Cap in Jazz. That's a band. The Glow. Oh yeah, is that the name of the album? Isn't that the name of a song? That's the album too, right? The Glow. Man, that's such a good album. Just listen to that if you just want to cry like a baby in the rain. It's beautiful. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, is Appa here? I said I might like wait for the Anomalies. Take a break and come back for the Anomalies. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. I don't think so. I don't think so. Why are you streaming the late night on the NA? That's a good question. It's going down to 2 isn't that big of a deal. There's a lot of reasons. I'm just a night person by nature. I feel so much happier working overnight than I did working there during the day. When I first started streaming, I was dating a young lady who she would go to bed around like 9 o'clock, and she used to bug me all day. And she didn't approve of me streaming. She used to call me like 40 times a day. So it was nice to start at like 10 o'clock when she was asleep the whole time. It's nice. And then when I first started streaming, Dreads got me into streaming. Like I learned how to stream from watching Dreads and asking Dreads questions and stuff. And I never wanted to stream at the same time as him. Kind of more like a personal, like, kind of code kind of thing, you know? I didn't want to, not that when I started streaming I had 1 viewer or 2 or 3 or whatever. Not that I ever felt like I was going to take like a ton of viewers from him, but like it felt kind of scuzzy to take even a few viewers from somebody who got you into streaming. So I always kind of liked streaming when he was, he used to end his stream around midnight, 11 midnight, kind of around that time. And he'd be playing Arena the whole time. So I at least tried to push it back. It's like I'll start towards the end when he would be streaming. You're pursuing your passion degree and you're doing okay with it? Stop now. Wait, who's telling me that? Red has been relegated to working the night shift for the Arena streamers. You know what's funny too is so I watched a ton of Clint Stevens, and I always liked that he referred to himself as the night shift on Twitch. He used to stream similar hours, but it's a combination of all those things. I like working the night shift. I like feeling like I'm the night shift. I sleep better. I'm never tired. I mean, if I'm tired, it's because like I'm like hardly ever tired. I sleep whenever I want. I feel like my days somehow are so much longer. I just feel like my days are longer.
Toys are much more fun to bring.
feel like I have so much free time. Really sure how. The Night Folk appreciate you? Yeah. Yeah. Like there's like a... Come on, dude. You're absolutely screwing me here. I feel like there's kind of like a camaraderie, sort of. Alright, let me buff up this guy so he doesn't free kill and free farm my board with that. Hey, Gigor. Yeah, did somebody tell me to stop now? I missed that part if they did. Yeah, I don't really have the option to stop streaming if I want to live. And you know, they pick another emo banger. Emo bangers are postponed until at least 3 nights from now. Just so we can recuperate a little. I was referring to your ex. Oh yeah, yeah. He was not a good partner. Not a good partner in that regard. God, such booty, man. I guess I'm just gonna take another one. I need some value, probably. What if I redeem a song request? Then I'll play it. And if it's crap, then I'll skip it and maybe give you your points back. If it was anything like the last trash song, I'll double whatever he plays to skip it in channel points. Alright, here we go. Turd the Tides. Wait, I only have one. I don't have Wind Fury. Oh, hell. Oh, Lord. What am I killing? I guess... Okay, that's pretty nice. We can zap it. And then what? I get to keep my 3/3? Maybe I find an AoE or something. 2 1 cost. I have 0-1 cost. Rally pulling what? Tar Creeper? 0-1s and some shitty 2s? Okay. It says they're temporarily out of stock. Yeah, somebody requested one earlier. There's a cooldown on them just so I don't have to, you know, do too much. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Gotta do it like this. Because I don't want to goof around too much and then die. I feel like we haven't won a game in an hour. I appreciated you. I respect the sanctity of the channel point market. You have to. You don't really have a choice, you know, you've gotta respect the sanctity of the channel point market. I feel like that might be the young lady that you had on stream way back in the day. Yeah. She only came on once or twice. She didn't get it. She didn't get, like, streaming. But more so than that, like, she didn't like video games. She didn't understand why somebody would want to sit and play, like, video games for 2 or 3 hours a day. And you might ask yourself, Red, what the hell were you dating a lady like that for? Well, she agreed to have sex with me and she had gigantic boobs. So I, in retrospect, think that might have been a contributing factor. I can't say for certain. Can't say for certain there. Makes sense to me. I bet she loved wasting time with Netflix, though. Oh, she wasted a lot of time, too, yeah. She was very hypocritical, of course. You know, that's so long ago, I barely even remember that time, but... Yeah, I mean... She was... I mean, looking back, now, a couple years removed or whatever, really just were terrible fit. And neither one of us was giving the other what either one of us wanted, so... Look at all these weapons.
Elements guide me.
So I'm very you know, for pretty much immediately after we stopped dating, I was very happy not to be dating her anymore. Which sometimes you say after you break up with someone to make yourself feel better, even though it's not true, but it was definitely true. It was
A red
true.
sun rises.
It's annoying. You have to go in here. Shop here, and it does... I got a 50-50. Never gonna hit that one. I guess I take the 50-50?
Elements guide me.
What's a guarantee? I guess why risk it, right? Fair and mature perspective. Yeah, I mean, part of the benefit is when you're 30, it's a lot easier. I think we broke up, I was like 30 years old. When you're 20, it's a lot harder. When you're 30, you're kind of like, oh, I've already broken up with some people and so on and so forth. It's tough because, you know, I was out of work. I was trying to grow the stream. Yeah, I was kind of lost a little bit. I didn't have a lot of security or support. And that's the time you ideally have somebody kind of stick with you through the toughest times. She chose the opposite, which, you know, is her prerogative, right? I was a 30-year-old unemployed video game streamer with 25 viewers a night. If I was lucky. I take one more so that he doesn't gain life.
Darkness beckons.
I don't want to just play this, though.
I prefer post-pop goblin.
It could be insane.
Darkness beckons.
Wait,
Darkness beckons.
hold on. Nice, I just knew. I had a feeling I was gonna get screwed. Yeah. What'd she do? She didn't watch like so much Netflix necessarily. I don't know how she wasted most of her time. We did watch Netflix. We watched, you know, we watched Curb. We watched other things. Nicely done. Shut up, dude. I know it's nicely done. We waste time and time wastes us.
Reporting for duty.
Is that a line from a song? I feel like that's a line from a song. This is my last turn. 2 turns left. So I can trade. Try to get more minions down. Try to take advantage of more buffs next turn. Kind of don't absolutely despise that. I'll still push the damage. I have a lot of base damage here. Is that a Muse track? Knights of Sidonia. This is the highest played win rate card in Paladin, actually. Here. 6 mana 4/5, but what was it? It was a 6 mana 13, like 15 with Lifesteal Divine Shield that summoned a 4/4. Like a 16, it was like a 20/20 Divine Shield, Lifesteal, repeatable summoning, son of a gun. GG, easily losable there, Mr. Imp Bloody. Easily losable, that game. That weapon we had, this card's just absolutely a powerhouse, right? Tempest Hammer. Killed, I don't know how many, 5 minions with it, probably? We did take like 8 damage or whatever, though, so... fair and balanced, perhaps? Alright, this will be the game we get Disciple, and pack the house in our opening hand. And they cannot do anything about it. Horn? Yeah, did we horn that game? I have overload cards. Head in hand, yeah. I don't think we needed it that game though.
Lord of Skies,
We coin this into this. We just tempo this out. That's such a scam, dude. Oh, that's so nasty. Because if this is 6, we play whatever we want here and play a pack on 5. That's a big game right there. Okay. Maybe. It's annoying. I have all these good cards and they don't do anything here. I'm gonna coin out pack next turn. So what's the best thing I can do this turn? Play this shit? Probably not. Play this? Definitely not. I guess it's this and try to find like a Plague Strike or something maybe. I want to do that. If I had enough minions die. Do I even care if I... Just don't know. Okay, he's gonna get a Scourge. Too bad for him, I'm getting a Scourge on turn 6. Gets to wait till turn 7 for his Scourge. Not bad. This is not bad. Oh man, that's a strong turn.
Keep it real.
I mean, if this guy's not sleeping, it's pretty good. Do I have a demon? A demon in my deck. No. Yes. Free Vile Fiend. Beautiful. It's not a great start for me. That doesn't fill me with a ton of confidence here. What just happened? That costs 2 mana? Why's my whole board dying for free? Well, I thought I was gonna do this. Bell Summoner is good for Schmork. Let's Schmork this dork.
Give that minion a turn to get ready.
Okay, here's our play. It's available to us last turn. I really hate how he just easily destroyed my entire board. Like half the amount of mana I spent on it. And I cheated the amount of mana I spent anyway. Pack didn't feel great. Yeah. What did he do there? 2 mana, kill. Hit, summon him 2 minions. 4 mana, destroy the rest of it. Yeah. You know what? You're right. It didn't feel great. Honestly, the stats might just be the best part of that roll there. Not having 3 health. Fortunately, we don't really have anything left in our deck that can compete with what he's got on board, let alone what he's certain to draw here.
You win this one.
Let alone.
Throw versus and Hilda.
I love learning the lesson, just roll DK every arena run. Yeah. We talked about it earlier. The mages and the DKs go infinite. Everything else just kind of gets a wallop for 3 months. That's kind of nice. I don't know why they do the micro adjustments. I'm not sure what they want to happen. They don't balance things, so it's certainly not balance. I think they just do it just so they can say they did something. But man, it really just feels like they're better off just not doing anything if that's the approach they're gonna take. Ripper, you're the only streamer in my follow channel list that is live. I don't follow that many, and that's probably why. I follow so many streamers that I just don't watch.
Lord of Skies, here are
Alright. I'm going to unfollow a couple people right now.
Burn away the blight.
start the game!
Players are getting antsy, my lord. Should we do something? Let them eat cake.
A diet high in
Yeah, I could go for some cake. Let them buy the battle pass. Hey, I'll buy the battle pass. So what does this do? Doesn't kill anything.
wind and breath.
This does though.
Blown away.
And you can whack into a 3-1 or whatever. Hey, Merc, what's up, dude? That's some nice wiggling. That's some nice wiggling you got there. Give them more neutrals. That's what works. That's what Kolst wants. That's what Kolst asks for. They love him and they respect him in ways in which they would never love Dreads. Just jamming. What was that song that played? Oh, you liked the song by those people? Now I remember. I've just decided to go Super Saiyan. I've decided to start trying this run starting next turn. We'll see how, once I focus my mind on the task, if we can start generating some wins. Let's see. If that's any good. See. Now that I'm actually trying, we'll see what the result is. I can't tell if I like this song or not. I feel like if I was 17, I was hopped up on like goofy gas, I might like it more, you know? If I was eating a candy necklace made out of ecstasy tablets,
The more you strike,
then I might like it more.
the better.
Are you not 17? Parts of me are 17. The ones I got artificially implanted into my body.
I don't have enough mana. Elements
Let's get the weapon going. He's got nothing on board. We're walloping him a fair amount. He has 6 mana. A turn after I played Pack the House. I mean, obviously it cost 5 mana, that was just asinine. But I have 18 mana worth of minions on the board, one of which has a negative downside for casting the battle cry. So so it shouldn't be that big. He has, if he took all the mana that he's had the entire game, up until the turn that I cast Pack, he couldn't summon a board as big as I had summoned. If he accumulated all of his 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 cost mana. Think about that. Is that not dumb to anybody? It's not like... No discrepancy there? What part of you is 17 and did you ever land in someone in jail because of that? What the heck? I don't have a lot of experience with jail or going to jail. I've been pulled over a few times. I got pulled over one time for looking at a police officer. I was looking at him while he was making a left turn. I was kind of zoning out, but like I was like sitting here at like a red light waiting to go to work, and he was over here, and he made a left. Like he was making a left, and he just kind of like it. And I watched him. I just was watching him. I was kind of zoning out though, and I kind of like my head kind of like followed him. I remember distinctly. I was kind of looking to see if he had a partner. I was just like, oh, I wonder if they're like he didn't have a partner. I was like, I wonder like why some people. I remember thinking, like, why do some cops get partners and others don't, you know, like they call out sick, you know, who knows what it was. And then I was like getting ready to turn left into work, and then I looked at my rear view mirror and he pulled a U-turn. I was like, oh man, maybe he got a call to go that way. And then he like pulled up behind me, put his lights on. I'm like, oh my lord, what's going on here? And he's like, you know, he's like, you know why I pulled you over? And I was like, I think because I was looking at you, right? Like I shouldn't have looked at you or something. He's like, no, I saw you on your cell phone, which I didn't have my cell phone out. It was in my pocket or whatever. I was like, oh, absolutely not, because I definitely wasn't on my cell phone. And then he ran the plates and all this, and luckily I was, you know, not driving a stolen car that day. So he let me go or something with like a warning. I'm like, well, I didn't have my cell phone out. Definitely was just looking, that's all. Looking at a police officer, that's a spanking. I mean, 1,000% that he pulled me over because I looked at him. 1,000%. What's the overall win rate starting first? It's not really a question you can really quantify. The difference between going first and second for most players is somewhere between 10 and 20%. Overall percent, I don't know. It's probably not 60-40. Maybe it is. Maybe it's 60-40. But certain players are gonna... It's probably lower for less skilled players. Maybe it's 65-35 or something. Stolen car? No, I never stole a car. I was just kidding around. I wouldn't steal a car.
Lord of Skies, hear our plea.
Howard tripping cops. Never heard of that before. Arrest Appa. I will inform on him. Hey, arena guy, what's up, Sip? I will inform on him. And I will inform on Dexter and Dreads not paying their taxes and writing off Pokemon cards. Please. Just give me that chance. Just give me that chance. Basically how the rest of the world feels when they travel to America, gunned down for looking at an officer. Well, with any consolation, I live in America and I still don't make eye contact. Tell them about how much damage I did to the robot. Oh, I was progressing. I'm progressing in Sumeru. I'm in the desert and I got a cutscene about a priest and the king or something like that. I'm on like chapter 4. There's me in the guard tower gunning you down when you walk through the gate. And you shouldn't have said you'd take it all the way. And he dies in prison, Red. Thanks for getting the reference. Just give me that chance. That's a good movie, man. Maybe the best of movies. Chop there, we killed that one. Just give me that chance. Chuckles, how do you feel about Wes Anderson? You don't immediately strike me as a Wes Anderson guy, but I watched The Royal Tenenbaums recently, which I've already seen, but I hadn't seen it for a long time. And the movie made me so sad. It felt like such a sad movie. It's his best flick. It might be his best film, but I think I like Grand Budapest Hotel more.
Elements guide me.
Good hit there. Honestly, probably the second best option. I guess I need to do this too. But yeah, I like the Grand Budapest Hotel a lot. Royal Tenenbaums was always my favorite. But I think Moonrise Kingdom's very good. I think Grand Budapest Hotel's very good. I really like Bottle Rocket. I need to rewatch Rushmore. Maybe I'll revisit Rushmore. I've only seen it once when I was probably 17, 16, 18. I barely remember it. Interesting. The spell he got, or the weapon he got? Oh, it was. Yeah, interesting indeed. Hit there. Look there. Let's see what we find. I saw Rushmore when I was... Need this.
I don't have enough elements guide me.
I should have hit this one. That was dumb. Very dumb. Way too young to see it? 9? Yeah, I was probably like... All I remember about Rushmore is that there was some conversation about hand jobs. You had like a... Was he like sitting in a tree or something? I've been exploring the desert as well. Those pyramids are chock full of chests. Yeah, there's so much in there. We drew a weapon. Drew a weapon. It sure was too young. Any nature spells? 4/4, no good.
Wind and breath. Blown away. Blown away.
If he didn't draw a weapon, that would be nice. It pushes 3. I get what? Doesn't even matter what I get. I'm gonna have to roll a taunt. That's kind of cool.
Darkness threatens.
Darn. Alright, guys. We say goodbye. We say goodnight to this last of this meta. And we hope for better from the meta for tomorrow. Anomalies and so on and so forth. New sets, old sets. Should be a lot of fun. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Well, I think it'll be some fun.